What the
Oh,
heck?
you actually put in the OST this time.
Yeah, I did.
This is songs from the actual Game Boy Color game.
I love how the cards are like differently sized and some of them have different backs.
Yeah, I
just
made
gotta
this when
find
I had a
out.
little less knowledge of tabletop. I'll probably go back and give them all proper backs when I do the actual campaign, but that's 5 years removed. Wink.
Alright.
That's a
So-
potentially never.
The first thing we do is decide who goes first. Do you want heads or tails?
I'm gonna roll a d20,
Okay.
and if I roll higher than you, I get to go first. I got a 15.
Ross, if you're rolling that 20, I'll spoil my campaign.
Aw,
next time
16!
Nice.
That's unlikely.
So as I was telling Super, in modern Pokemon trading card game, you do not get to attack on your first turn. In the old days, you did. So up to you whether or not
hell
you
yeah.
actually. Yeah. So
I mean, why would I not take that?
fair enough. Also, I'm going to delete hands for now.
Oh,
What the
okay,
hell?
I guess
Well,
you should get a
now
new
you get to
roll.
fucking cheat. Jeez.
Boop boop. I'm not looking. I'm looking at the cards. All right.
Guess I should get rid of
That's me.
hands here.
Why'd
let
you
me
get rid of
shoot.
my hand?
It was already perfectly placed, too.
Yeah,
It just happened to be perfectly.
that's why I set up here. No, it didn't happen to be perfect. I put my cards where my hand is.
All right. So you draw your 7.
Draw your last pathetic card. I'm
Three,
just gonna look on
four,
Allie's screen.
5.
I have a
6,
legal starting hand. but I don't like it.
As do I. Now, you place how many prize cards you want to slap on the right. Do we want to play 6 or 4?
Let's. I mean, I'm down with playing all 6.
Okie dokie. Place those prize cards. I don't remember if you do prize cards first or if you draw your hand first. I don't think it matters.
I think technically you're supposed to do prize cards first, but it really doesn't matter.
I like that
Oh.
one.
One of my prize cards is also a lighter one.
That's okay. So's mine, so it's fair and balanced.
Alright, this is my starting Pokemon.
Okay. You place it upside down, and any bench Pokemon you also place upside down.
I don't have any of those to place.
Okie dokie.
It'd be funny if you could. Oh wait, I shouldn't spoil what's in your hand.
You've got one bench.
Alright.
Alright, let's flip up.
Oh, you got Dredagon.
I know I.
And Aaron.
Oh, you are doing fairy type with the cards you make.
Yeah,
Aaron.
they exist.
Well, they stopped making them eventually.
Oh, did they?
Aaron.
That's weird.
Yep.
I guess Fairy is now psychic.
I don't know what it is now.
I have to
I
assume.
might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they stopped doing it.
Hmm. Anyhow. I think...
So I'm first, right?
Yeah, I'll let you go first. That's fine. That's cool.
What do you? Oh, right. No, you rolled 16. You can go first, and you get to attack first.
Fair enough. Draw. Nice. Good
Ka-da-da-da.
car.
I played Pot of Greed.
Alright. So I'm going to attach the trainer card to my little vanilla here. The rescue board.
What the fuck?
They have minus
-1
cost.
retreat cost and can retreat even while paralyzed.
Yeah. I'm also going to play the trainer card Officer, which lets me look at your hand. I choose a card from it and set it off to the side for 3 turns.
What the hell?
I didn't know you made custom cards.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it
there's
does.
a
like-
lot of them.
There are a lot of them.
I know you did like the later gen Pokemon, but I didn't know you did like new trainer cards.
I see. Put that aside.
What the hell? You get to take my energy?
Yeah, it's
That's
off to
not
the
fair.
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
put
it's-
it underneath your trainer
That
card.
feels like the UA penalty box card that you just.
So what happens after 3 turns? You get it back.
I get
Yeah,
it
she
back.
gets it back.
Okay.
What? You flipped my hand the wrong way.
I think Tabletop did that.
I also
No,
placed the trainer
I think
card.
it was Ross.
Oh, like when he made the hand zone.
Yeah, can you fix my hand and turn it the other way?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not the cards, the zone.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I never did that. Fair enough.
It would be really funny if Allie was like, I don't want to rotate them. Did you delete her hand?
Yes, I deleted her hand so I could remake it.
You deleted the cards in my hand.
There was...
You got your hand back? Okay, good. We're good. All right, no. Not selecting anything. There we go. That should work now.
Alright. Yeah, I was wondering, like, how come my profile picture is, like, hovering in front of me? This is annoying.
All right. So I placed Rotom decks. So me looks at the top 5 cards of my deck. And
What the hell? You got so many trainers.
add one of them to my hand, and then shuffle the rest back into the deck.
Okay.
This is a... You know, we can see those.
Ooh, I
Three.
get to peek.
Wait,
Yeah, I
is it
think
reveal?
you're supposed to be able to peek, so...
I don't think that's... I mean, that's not how the normal Pokedex card works, but... That's how this
It's okay.
But
this is
better
not
than
this is the Rotom decks, not the
This
Pokedex.
is you get to choose a card and keep it.
But it also doesn't say reveal. Whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I don't need a Vanillux.
What the Vanilla Luxie doing?
It's probably either Klefki.
I'll take a
What
Klefki.
is this one? Sound. Go through a good few spins. Let's
Place
go.
a Water Energy, and then I'm gonna attack with Icy Wind, where I get to flip a coin, and if heads, you're asleep.
Significantly
We
higher
could
end
use a
of
D20, so
It doesn't
like.
really matter, but it's
As long as it's the upper
So-
half of the possible roll.
So what's the upper half of a D20? 10 or
11
11?
to 20.
11
to 20.
11 to 20.
That's
Okay.
1 to 10.
11 to 20 is heads. 1 to 10 is tails. Tails. Alright, so that's just 10 damage. Oh, it took 60 damage. Oh, shit.
Oh, is this how much damage it's taken?
Oh,
Yeah.
you could count down, I guess, but yeah, it's typically how much damage it's taken.
It's actually hard to say which is better in this scenario because it's got 70 HP. So
Place
I think
in this
Klefki.
scenario,
I think it's like for old Pokemon stats, it's probably easier to count damage taken.
Klefki has an ability where when I play it, I can target a Pokemon in the field with an ability and negate it. However, there is no ability, so it does nothing.
Doesn't the turn end when you attack?
it does. Oh yeah, so he didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
But now you know Klefki's Pokemon power.
Ross knows
It
how to
can-
play the game. And we're like, I want to play Super because Ross has more knowledge of the card game.
I mean, to be fair, it's an avid statement. I actually have more Pokemon TCG knowledge than you might think because I had a phase where I played a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
But
I
that
can-
was not old school though. That was like semi.
I can play a card and instantly lose the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say that earlier. They
Can
don't
you
really
now?
spoil
That's
it.
cool.
I think that legally
Oh,
you
scoop
can't
up?
play it.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can play Scoop Up if you only have one
You can't
Pokemon.
play a move that would instantly kill you. I don't think.
So
Scoop
I
Up
can
is a
play
great
an
card.
energy, and then I can pass the turn.
Alrighty. You did draw for your turn, right?
I sure did.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, that's actually. Oh, wait, is that mandatory on Dragon Tail?
It is, and that's not necessarily useful. It's like what I was dealing with my Hurricane, where like I wanted to use it because it's more damage, but it swapped him out, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
Alright, Icy Wind. I'm going to flip. Oh, you're still good. 20
Right
damage.
up to the 2 crew.
This is on turn 2.
Alright. We'll draw. Let's see. I'll put another energy,
Nice, nice.
and I can actually attack with Dragon Tail.
You sure can.
So I deal 20 to your Vanillite, and I swap it with
Yeah.
your Aaron.
Yeah.
Aaron.
What is your
Does
trainer?
the rescue board go away? I don't know how that works.
It stays.
Okay.
Yeah, it stays attached. If it's
I-
an attached equipment. Yeah.
I like always think like energy stays attached, but trainer cards I don't know. Because
Well, I mean,
some
only
of them
ones
do
that-
say that they do that, and that's probably...
Alright. So now Aaron is on the field.
You can't say it
draw.
without doing it.
I saw
Place down
I
a
saw a
vanilla light,
screenshot
give it a
of
water energy.
a comment on a Game Grumps video. I think it was like their Majora's Mask playthrough, and somebody said like in reference to how bad they were at the game, this is like watching cavemen discover fire, forget about it, and then discover it again.
What the hell?
That's
Aaron's
what a
going
lot
to
of
tackle.
LPs are, though. They
10
discover
damage.
like a mechanic, and then they just forget that the mechanic exists.
Does
be
this
fair,
Dragon
though,
have 70? Yeah, it does have 70.
Everybody does that. When they play
That's
a
a good
game on
fucking
their
card.
own, they forget about a mechanic.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a really good card.
okay. I'm gonna trainer.
Ooh,
Uh, I get to trade this Graveler for something in my deck.
Yep, you shuffle it into your deck and you go grab something else. Good old.
Let's see what I got in here.
Unlike in
Drotagon
the
doesn't
Pixel
evolve,
server, you can
so-
actually look at your fucking deck. Anyway.
Ooh, I'm getting that. I don't
Nice.
care what else is in here. Well, I actually kind of do.
Shitty Pikachu.
I love that.
I'm a fan of that one.
Oh, whoa, with attack and big attack. That's a great card. What do you mean? Isn't that awesome?
Just the art is really goofy.
Yeah, it's great.
Attack and big attack. Did you make that?
Yes, I did.
Did you draw it?
No. This is a while
Oh,
ago. So
Alright,
during
well,
Gen 7, I started
So
to
I
get a
know
little
what you want
burnout
to
with the
take,
card game.
but I do recommend taking something that you could actually attack with anytime soon.
well, here's the thing. I don't care.
Alright,
I'm grabbing this
Oh, yeah.
Meloetta,
Roblox.
Nice.
and I'm gonna shuffle this into here.
Pirouette.
Then I'm going to bench this Meloetta.
Cool.
Get benched.
Got
What
that
are you,
Pokemon power.
What are you, Fire Emblem character or something? These two.
What?
It's got an active ability.
Oh, really? What does it do?
It means I must attack.
Your
or retreat.
opponent must either attack or retreat during their turn. If they do neither, their active Pokemon takes 20 damage at the end of their turn.
Well, if they must, then
Yeah.
it's just gonna happen.
So what that means is if I had no energy attached to it, they
I
would just
see.
take 20 damage. It's really good against stall.
Okay, I attached an energy to my Drutagon, but I
Okay.
can still only Dragon Tail. And I switch. Do I get to choose what it swaps with? Switch the defending Pokemon with a Pokemon on your opponent's bench. So yeah, I get to choose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose your damaged Vanillite.
Okay.
She's
I
got
will tell you that
on
that
the-
does have the rescue board, so I can retreat for free. I
Well,
will do that.
that doesn't. I mean, whatever.
Sure. My go?
Yeah, after I attack, it's your go. This ticks up to 3, and I get my energy back.
It does. Thank you, officer, for keeping that nasty fighting energy.
He said thank you, officer, on recording. Cancel his ass.
Woman gets pulled out of a flaming wreck. Thank you, officer. Canceler. Alright. Klefki. I'm gonna lock up that ability. It's really not that threatening, but it's technically an ability. So while Klefki's on the field,
I
that
feel like
ability's
you're-
negated.
You can probably end your turn without using an attack or retreating, but that feels rare.
It's pretty rare. But, like, I mean, Ali did it when she was with the Drotagon with only one energy attached, so it happens.
Yeah, especially if I
Alright.
get to choose which of your next Pokemon comes in.
Also, like,
Yeah.
I don't
yes,
think
he
you
can retreat
get-
for free, but he does that instead of attacking. So
Push of but when I earn. I don't know who chooses with Dragon Tail, honestly.
It says I do.
It says that just it switches. I
Yeah,
think Ross
it's-
chooses.
so-
No, it says switch.
it says she.
It would,
switches.
yeah, switch the defending Pokemon with a Pokemon on your opponent's bench. If it says something like you switch, the opponent switches their Pokemon, then it would be my choice.
But it's commanding the player to switch.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's basically a gust of wind attached to an attack. Again, that Drotagon is actually fucking sick. Attach an
Yeah,
energy
70
to
HP
Klefki.
is really good.
Yes, for a base. Vanillite is going to attack again. 10...
Okay.
There we go. You're asleep.
Alright, where's sleep?
So you turn...
Is it down?
To your left.
Sleep.
Yeah. Now, how sleep works is that at the start of your turn,
Which it is now.
yeah, you roll, and if you get heads, you wake up. Tails, you're still asleep. You wake up.
Hey!
Sleep is unreliable.
Never punished.
Never ever.
Oh,
Alright.
that's one of those games, or that's one of those cards from the Game Boy Color game that sucks ass because you have to pass a 25% chance just to stun them for one turn.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, I just need to. It's a 50% chance to stun them.
But
Yeah,
the
it's a
upside
50%.
to it,
It's a 50%
Oh, it's a 25% because I have to flip heads and
Yeah, exactly.
the upside to it in the long term is that you can then switch to a different move and keep them stun locked if you are lucky.
Yeah.
But
Paralysis
I'm
is a
gonna
lot more reliable.
I'm gonna put a fighter energy on my Meloetta.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna kill your Vanillite.
You are. Yes.
And I get. Wait, do I get to choose which Pokemon comes
I
out?
don't believe so.
it dies.
Okay.
So you would choose now.
But I do get to choose my prize
Choose the
card.
Fucked up one.
I'm gonna choose this fucked up one.
Yeah. I think the fucked up ones are all the Gen 2 cards. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, we're going to be sending in Clef.
I like this card.
It's got an interesting flavor.
Alright.
Flavor? I don't know about that.
I just like the vibes of it are very bizarre to me.
Attach a water energy to Klefki. And with that, you
Uh-huh.
can now officially use its mirror shot ability.
With some luck, you
Flip
could
2
win
coins.
right now.
All I need to do is get 2 heads. Easy peasy.
Oh yeah, another 25%.
That's a tails.
That's the tails.
That's
And a
nice.
heads.
20 damage.
Alright.
That
I
takes
go
us
up
to
to
death's door.
60.
She just draws an energy and uses Hyper Beam.
Alright, I will draw.
I think that'd be
I'd be
suboptimal
impressed
at
if
this
she
point.
used Hyper Beam.
It's the same idea though. It's Dragon Rage. It's less.
Oh, it is
powerful.
Dragon Rage, yeah. Okay.
It has the same bonus effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he doesn't have any energy in hand, and
He only has one card in hand.
I do. And you have.
It does
a
prevent the
bunch.
Klefki from attacking, but the pirouette effect doesn't exist as long as Klefki exists.
Let's see. I gotta think. Yeah, I have to bank on you not having the energy. Or else
enough.
my Pokemon dies. Or I could do the other thing that I'm looking at.
You could.
Do you have a decent backup? Not. It's not an amazing. I was gonna.
I
be
mean,
like,
it's
well,
got 70 HP.
Yeah, but I was gonna be like, there is always the option to retreat as well, but that's a different.
the tree cost that's 2, which is kind of.
Yeah, that's
that
kind
throws
of...
away 2 energy, which is sad. But if it dies anyway, you lose the energy,
Oh,
and they get
wait.
a prize card.
Wait, I know what
So-
you could do. If you really wanted, you could do that.
Why would I... Oh. Yeah, I could.
You'd have to like use that in the meantime.
Okay,
but-
here's... I'd have to use what in the...
Oh, you're so smart. I know what you're about to do. No, cook.
Alright, I'm gonna play Energy Arc.
Nice.
So I'm gonna flip 2 coins, and for each heads I get to search for a basic energy. I just
Cool.
need to not get double tails. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
1 heads.
Nice.
So I'm gonna search for one of these,
Cool.
This goes here. This goes here. Then I'm gonna scoop it up. I'm gonna take this Druidigon into my hand.
You also get the energy, right?
I discard
Does-
these.
You did.
Does go.
Okay.
Put the Dragon at full HP again. Upsides there.
Sure is.
My Meloetta goes to the active. I put the Druidigon onto the bench. I'll put a fighter energy onto my Meloetta.
The fighter.
And then I will attack.
Nice.
Wake up slap, 20 damage. Because you're not asleep.
Sure is. Did this have 20 damage on it already? I forget.
Okay, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, that was the 20 damage from the board. Okay. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Alright. Nice turn.
Thanks.
Still roll. There we go. I'll take some time to build up. Okay. I'm going to attack with Klefki. That's another 2-point flips. Double heads, 40 damage.
Oof. 40 damage?
Unlucky.
Yeesh.
Putting that pressure on the Meloetta. He'd still have to roll that same thing again, actually. Also.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put an energy on my Druidigon.
Building it back up.
And I'm gonna attack for 20.
Goes to 40. My draw.
Yeah.
Gonna plus power your ass. I feel it.
He's gonna what my ass?
Plus power. It's a trainer card that makes your next attack do 10 more damage. So if he did that, it would only need one
heads.
coin flip. Yeah.
It's not that much of a loss if I did that. Mirror shot. 1 heads. Alright. That's acceptable.
That's 20 damage?
Yep.
Cool.
Unless you have another scoop cooked in there, but I don't think there is.
I got a blank card.
Did you
Just
now?
a pure white card.
It's not pure white.
Oh,
see that.
no, that
It's
exists.
Flash.
That's called Flash. I'll tell you what it
What?
does. Each player
What?
looks at the top 5 cards of their deck. Your opponent rearranges the 5 cards as they like. Then you rearrange your 5 cards. It's
Oh.
basically Pokedex,
Oh, it
but
does
for
exist
both.
for me.
It's basically what, but for both?
It's Pokedex, but for both of us.
I don't know what Pokedex does.
You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, rearrange them how you like, and put them back on top.
Okay.
But it's if you do it, it's both players get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that I've loaded these cards before and Ellie hasn't, and the image host doesn't work anymore, so she doesn't get to see that card.
I mean, I might as well use that.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie. Not in my hand.
What's the peek button?
3.
Shift Alt.
Yeah. That probably would have been the smart way to have done that earlier. Alright, well that's useless. Actually, no, that's not useless. That should go on bottom.
That one is going right on the top.
That one should go closer to the top, though I need this one first. Then that one. That would be nice. That's kind of useless. Honestly, by the time I get that, I'd rather just have this and then shuffle the deck as a result. Okay. Bam. Bam. Shuffle the deck. No. Don't do that.
Okay, then I'm gonna play an energy on my Druidigon.
Cool.
And kill your Klefki.
Cool. Your Pokemon's active ability now begins to work.
Alright, so if you don't retreat or attack on your next turn, though I think you will one-hit kill me, but I
Yes.
will take a prize card.
Nice. Alright, my draw.
Tis, yeah.
see that card you just got, Allie? That's what, it actually costs so much money to not have that card anymore.
What does that mean?
I was hoping you'd get the joke. Like...
Steel energy. Vanillish.
She gave me a -2 expression when she found out what I was saying.
Vanillish? I didn't know you could evolve Pokemon in this game.
Yeah. It's crazy. It has Icy Wind, but stronger. And Avalanche.
Whoa.
Alright.
Avalanche is super good, but it does require that third energy.
Let's do
One
Icy
thing
Wind.
you should know, Allie,
I don't need to flip.
is
You're
if you
gone.
evolve a Pokemon with a status condition, it loses the status condition.
Sure does. Unfortunately,
Ah.
Drotagon does not evolve. But yeah, Vanillish is just going to slap the Meloetta. I don't need to roll. It's just gone. Which means I get to draw a grass card.
Alright.
I'll take this one. Alright. That might come up.
Alright, I'll draw my card. Then... yeah, I think I should do that first.
Kudoki?
I'm gonna play Dual Ball,
Yeah.
and discard this energy as part of the casting cost.
This is what Zuper needed, because he never got heads on Pokeball. It
And I'll
ups the
flip 2
chances.
coins. Ooh, I got double heads, so I get to find
See,
two
Allie is the opposite of me.
Yeah.
Pokemon and add them to my hand.
Yeah.
I have a question about evolving.
Yes.
When can you do it?
You can do it the turn after you play it, or in the effect where there's like an effect that like lets you evolve early.
Yeah.
Got it.
Also, just
Like
for
those wank
the sake
EVs.
of, just for the sake of memes, if I use Dual Ball, one
one has.
success.
-1 card advantage. Find something funny.
Holy shit.
I mean, with 2, you can basically get a basic
So
and
that's like a
Evo.
3-stager, so you would need like 2 evolve and then evolve again to even play that.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the stage 2.
Okay, so I could do that, or I could go for... where'd I add dough? Is there a Raichu in here, or is it just the
I saw one earlier.
Okay. What the fuck? That's a fucked up Shuckle.
That Shuckle looks like...
Oh, the one that looks like it's
deathly
hissing at you?
starved. Yeah, it looks like it hasn't had any food in like months.
Yeah, so he's
Where
gonna
the
fuck
fu-
you
I
up.
know
I swear there was a
I know
Raichu
I
in
saw the
here.
Raichu. There it is.
There it is.
Are you gonna get attack and big attack Pikachu? Oh shit, here it comes.
I think I'm getting Raichu and big attack Pikachu.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's a shame you dropped electric energy.
Yeah, it is.
Technically, that Pikachu's splashable in multiple decks. You don't need to be running a lightning energy deck to toss in a Pikachu. Only requires colorless. I mean, slap down double colorless energy. That thing is throwing out 20 damage, 40 damage if they're weak.
Best use of colorless for sure.
So I'm gonna play this
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm gonna play this energy retrieval.
Ooh,
And I'm
nice.
gonna trade this fighter energy.
the fighter. I said that already.
Now, you might be asking yourself, can I trade the energy and literally re-grab it? Yes. Yes, you can.
I'm gonna just grab 2 electric energies though.
Cool.
And put one of them on my brand new baby Pikachu.
Cool.
And then I guess I attack you with my Drudagon,
20 damage. And it goes back.
and I swap you out for the Aaron.
Cool.
Oh wow, no one said it.
The rock. Alright. I'm going
Did
to...
you shuffle your deck?
Oh, yeah, I have to use the... Wait, why'd she need to reshuffle her deck again?
Double
After
ball.
dual ball? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm going to discard a energy from Aaron and retreat.
Okay.
I'll go back, Vanillish. Oh,
Go back, Seth's in here.
Go back. Keep that. Then I'm going to place a rainbow energy onto Vanillish.
Wait, is retreating something you can do in the middle of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to
But you
spend the
don't-
retreat cost.
Oh, I thought that replaced your attack.
No, it does not replace your attack. You can keep going.
Okay.
So that deals 10 damage to me when I place the rainbow energy, but it counts as any type of energy I want. Which in this case means that I can use Avalanche. And since Vanillish was just damaged last turn, it's going to be 60 damage.
Wait, what?
It does 30 plus 30 more if Vanillish took damage during your opponent's last turn.
Oh. Well then.
Boom.
I take 60 damage. Jeez. Alright, well, I'll draw my board.
Gotta get over to that Pikachu.
I feel like I can wait on that. Yeah, I'm gonna put an energy. Are you making noises?
Oh,
Or was that like your stomach growling?
I mean, I've been nodding or shaking my head if I approve or disapprove of your choices, but that was my stomach growling.
I see.
First time I've looked at attack, big attack. Fantastic. Good.
Yeah.
It's a work of art.
It's a good friend.
I think. Well, this is gonna do 30 to me. That's rough. I think I'm going to pay the retreat cost on my Drudagon.
Okay.
And I'm gonna evolve my Pikachu.
Into Raichu.
Unfortunately, that does mean... Hold on, do I only have one energy?
No, you have two.
Yeah.
It got stuck in the stack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Better not.
Still need a bonus to actually attack, though.
But yeah, because I put one of these energies on the Pikachu this turn, so I can't put a third.
Fair enough.
But it does have 80 HP,
And agility
just
is
like
a decent
just like what Emily has.
Ah.
But yeah, I will. Yeah, I think I'll just pass.
Cool, cool. I'm gonna play the trainer card Pokeball.
Pokeball.
And with
It's
the heads.
Don't worry about it.
Nope.
Nope.
Add
Okay.
that to the counter of times that Pokeball has not worked.
I'll play some Vanillite. And then I'm going to attack with Avalanche. 30 damage.
Okay. I'll draw for turn. Who's this? Okay. That's something. Something I'm not gonna frickin' use.
Oh,
It's actually a pretty good
I
card
don't know if I
generally.
actually shuffle. No,
Alright,
it's not
I have a question.
Yeah.
Can I use Lamounade on a Pokemon that doesn't have energy on it?
No. It must have energy in order to be able to heal. Actually, wait. No, actually, what you can do is you could discard an energy from Raichu and then heal anyone you want.
No, it says from them.
From
and
that Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Oh,
That's
from
what
that
it says.
Pokemon? Oh, yeah, it does. Wow, I don't know if that's actually how it goes. I think Super Potion lets you discard from anywhere. I could be wrong.
I don't think it does.
No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of Pokemon Center, how that works. Okay, no, you have to discard from that Pokemon.
Pokemon Center, though, is remove only Pokemon that you successfully remove energy from get healed.
No, if they don't have any energy, they get healed anyway.
Oh, okay.
It's heal all
It
your
sets them
Pokemon
to
and then
nothing
discard all
if
energy
they
from
do it.
Pokemon that got healed.
Yeah.
So if your Pokemon did not get healed because it had
But you
full
don't-
HP,
You
No,
also, it says you can't, like, it doesn't make you if you don't want to.
no, it makes you. If you play that card and they have damage, it's getting removed and their energy's getting removed. Professor
I'm
Oak.
playing Professor Oak.
Okie dokie.
At least in Pixel, I don't know if it does work.
Here, I can look at those cards for you, Allie.
And you can
Thanks.
shuffle that deck.
Let me oh, I have to change team. Allie,
Actually, you don't shuffle
put
the
yourself on like on the heart team in Tabletop. Okay. You can look at my screen. Which cards are they? First and third. So it's this one and this one.
I could see them in my deck. I don't know why
Yeah,
I can't see them in my hand.
That's really weird.
Interesting.
I wanna try something actually. Let me drag this out. Let me like cut, paste, and then now can you see it?
Nope.
Through your deck, super.
Yeah,
Very
why
weird.
not? I can't see what's going on in the hands, so
Better
I
enough.
might as well look at something in the meantime.
I mean, you could join like a team with Ross. Team's hand.
Okay. Let me look at those. Do I get to play any number of Pokemon onto my bench in a turn?
Yes, you sure do.
You only get one evolve, but as many basics as you want.
No, you get as many
Okay.
evolves as you want.
Oh
as
yeah,
long
you're
as,
right. You're right.
As long as it's been a turn removed.
Okay.
But you also have a bench limit of 5. So.
This isn't a cool card game like Magic the Gathering where you can have as many things as you fucking want.
Yeah, you can have Emrakul being taken down by 15 squirrels and just laugh.
Magic the Gathering is Turing complete.
I'm gonna play a Geodude.
A Alolan Geodude.
And I'm gonna play a Fan Rotom.
Ah, Sky
And I'm gonna play an Electabuzz. But I'm not gonna use these two because I can't see what they do.
Maybe if I did this, that,
I already tried that.
that. Didn't work.
It did not work the second time it was tried, no. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put an Electronic Energy on my Raichu.
Which means you can use Agility.
I can. However, if I do, then you're guaranteed to kill me next turn unless I
Roll
hit
heads.
the die roll.
Yeah. Which is pretty oof for both of us.
I'm gonna go for it though.
Ooh. Can I give her the help action?
No.
So what do I want? I want heads.
Yeah, 11 through 20, baby.
Oh, you
Not
take
this time.
20.
My draw. Boy, I think I've drawn every single Vanillite in my deck. That's crazy.
Draw your
Anyway,
last pathetic vanilla.
Avalanche. That does 60 damage.
Okay.
I'll take
Goodbye,
this one.
Raichu.
Good
It's
draw.
Raichu.
Haven't found any Leyround yet.
Emily, show me my Pokemon.
Yeah. I recommend this one probably, but
Alolan Geodude can kill with either move. So if you have a fighting energy or a lightning energy, you can attack. The
I
Fan
didn't realize it could thunder because Rock Throw actually has to hit like a coin.
It does. But you could also
yeah,
do the shock if it wants.
Yeah, so one of these two is a guaranteed kill on the crackback if you have an electric energy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I'll go for the Geodude.
Cool.
That was the end of your turn, right? So I
Sure
draw.
was. Yep.
Okay.
She doesn't have an energy in her hand. Choose
You
zero.
I have an Energy Arc in my hand.
That could be 2 energy in your hand.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see. It's
One.
only 1.
Acceptable. Energy Arc is energy search, but gambling. I need my fix.
I would like one
Oh,
of
there you
these,
go.
please.
I would still rate Energy Arc as better than Energy Search.
On average,
Why?
yes.
Because you have a 75% chance of getting an energy.
Yeah. Oh, goodbye, Vanillish.
Let's see. Yeah, another kill for me.
That's so true.
Boop. Draw your prize card.
Oh yeah. Draw your last pathetic prize card.
That's so true.
Right, it is your turn.
Draw. Hmm. I'm gonna place an Aaron. I'm gonna give it a steel energy. And I'm going to pass.
If only you had that
Okay.
Alouette still.
I'll draw my card. Oh. Okay, so I think I'm going to energy removal your Aaron.
Nice.
Energy removal feels so good to play every time.
It feels so good to get played against you. Holy
No,
shit.
it doesn't. Not at all.
I'm gonna play this energy retrieval by discarding a Geodude to get up to 2 basic energy from my discard pile.
I'm so proud because this is like the turn that I was like in her position. I would do this.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna get show me my Pokemon on my bench.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm gonna get a fighting energy. And an electric energy.
Nice.
Those go into my hand. The trainer in. Then I'm gonna evolve into a Grappler and attach a fighting energy to it.
Nice. That's gonna kick my ass.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna Shock Blast. So you take 20 and then I flip a coin, but it moves in energies and you don't have any, so nothing happens. You just take 20.
Yep. My
Here you
draw.
go.
Okie dokie. I'm going to attach a steel energy to this Aaron. I'm
You
gonna
would.
pass the turn.
It'll stay there. Eat cereal.
Okay.
This is a surprise tool that'll help us later.
I'll draw. Great. Okay. Show me my Pokemon again, Emily.
Totally.
I mean, I could start... Yeah, that would work.
Every time I see this fan rotom, I get PTSD flashbacks to it speed boosting on us in the end fight super.
What does Paralyze
That was
do?
such a fucking dick move.
It just stuns them for a turn. But if they evolve, they can undo their status. Or if they have,
Okay.
like a bad healing item.
But how do they... So it's just for one turn, they can't do anything?
The Pokemon can't attack. Or retreat, I think.
Yep. They can't attack or retreat. Unless you use an item card like Switch or the skateboard.
Got it. Okay.
Or you evolve them.
I'm gonna put an electric energy on my Rotom,
Okay.
and then gonna attack and kill your Vanillite.
Oop. Come on in, Aaron. We gotta fix this.
And I get a prize card.
Draw. There we go. That's a little something something. I'm gonna play the trainer card item finder, which allows me to discard 2 other cards and then put a card from my discard pile into my hand.
Oh, from discard. Oh, I thought that was deck search, and I was like, well, he's about to play a fucking oak.
That's probably what I need right now.
Let's see it. What is it?
Rotom decks. Let's look at the top 5 cards of my deck.
Okay.
Hopefully one of them is an oak.
I mean, if you put like 2 in the deck, you probably should have seen one by now, unless it's in the prize cards.
I see. Well, no oak.
Allie, he's trying to psych you out. Don't buy it.
Don't buy that he doesn't have an oak.
If he had an oak,
All
he'd
right.
literally use it frame 1.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah, that was the.
I'll add that to my hand, and the other ones go to the deck and get shuffled.
Every day I'm shuffling.
You know it.
Bum, 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 boing, bum, boing, boing, bum, 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 boing, bum, boing.
Do these decks have deck leaders?
New.
Okay.
New Pokedex.
Same thing as regular Pokedex. Let's look at the top 5 cards of my deck
but
now.
new this time.
Yeah, it's new. Because it looks like the Pokegear. There we go. Alright.
It'd be so funny if Allie had some way to shuffle your deck.
It's not impossible, actually. Tackle. Take 10 damage.
Alright.
You can take 30 if you want.
Give her a second. Sheesh.
Alright, I'll draw my card.
And oh, actually, no, I can't do that. Just kidding. Don't mind me. You didn't say anything.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think this is just sort of mean, but I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna energy removal.
It's such a it's like land destruction in Magic. It's so bad to have happen to you, but it's so fucking good to play.
I'm gonna put
Except
this.
land destruction costs like 5 fucking mana to use. This is like free as shit.
Old land destruction is actually insane.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They've got like 2 mana land destruction spells. They've got like 4 mana destroy all land
Oh,
spells.
and fucking Rishadan Port.
Deal 20 damage, and it's your turn.
Okie dokie. Here we go. I play the trainer card, not Professor Oak, Professor
But Bill.
Cypress,
Oh, Professor C.
Oh god.
Okay.
which
This
is
was-
the same thing.
See, Allie, the Pokepain art was before tracing.
Hey, what about this card?
Oh yeah, that also gets discarded as a wishful baton. I probably could have placed that before I, you know, did the thing. But that's good. Okay.
Intentional misplay for BM.
Time to raise my AP.
I don't think it's BM if you're gonna lose.
A lull in sand, sure.
Oh,
You don't
that's
know for sure
cute.
it's gonna lose. You can't count him out yet.
Water energy. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, that oil and gravel is wacky. Wacky. A fighting type that's weak to fighting type.
Yeah.
Yep. All those wackier types have.
Show me my
shenanigans.
Pokemon again, Emily.
Yeah.
Show her.
Okay.
I'm confused as to how you don't know which cards are Pokemon.
No.
I want to read what they are.
Her Electabuzz and Fanrotom, she can't see them on her end.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the
think-
description of Fan Rotom.
In this form, Rotom applies its new power over wind to its love of pranks. It will happily blow away any important documents it can find. Based.
It will happily have the only hidden ability in its team just to spite you.
Fuck Dre. Oh my god, that's so mean.
That was so brutal. The moment when I realized that fucker had its hidden ability, and I get it, levitate's useless on it, but god damn it.
God damn it, Ray. Dre.
You know, right.
It's kind of like, it's almost weird. We haven't gone back to that, but I almost feel unsatisfied going back to it.
I'm gonna kill your Aaron.
Okay then. Last prize card. But now
Aha.
is when the clapback starts.
Yes.
Here comes the Sand Shrew, here to end all fights.
No fighting.
Draw.
I mean, to be fair, he has Parahacks with the right setup.
Steel energy.
Yep.
And now comes the icy wind.
Oh, he only has 40 HP.
Flip a coin. If heads, you're paralyzed. Damn it.
No.
Does
Okay,
he know?
well, that's sad face.
Alright, your turn. Now you could literally just play the first Rock Rush and just get 2 heads in a row, and then I die.
I get that this Sand Shrew is water because it's a...
Ice Steel type.
Yeah. But why is it weak to... It's like... What?
Weak to fire? Because ice
No,
and
weak to fire,
steel.
sorry. I for a minute thought he was weak to grass, and I was like, that I could not even
No.
fathom.
He resists grass.
I played a fighting energy.
That's a fully powered up fan rotom. That's terrifying.
Then I gotta think.
Do you want
Think
to go with
that.
Rock Rush?
She can't.
Oh, yeah, you need another fighting energy. Okay. You could
To
do
do
some
what?
energy bullshit
To
shenanigans.
rock rush. He said, like, are you gonna rock rush?
I see.
Because in theory, you could have lucked into a win with that this turn.
Well,
Yeah.
that air slash. Okay, so that's better than paralysis.
Show me my Pokemon again. Okay, that's fine. I think that's a better. Well, no, I'm just going to.
Did you flip the coin on Shock Blast last turn? Oh,
She
wait, no,
didn't
no,
have
no,
to. The effect doesn't matter.
Right, I thought that she already. Yeah, she didn't already attack the Sandshrew. That's right.
I did not. I am going to attack with Shock Blast. So you take 20,
Now you flip
and
it.
then I'll flip my coin.
No luck ever. Alright, pick which one.
Goodbye, Water Energy.
That is a guaranteed win.
Just slaps over to Aaron. My
It's
draw.
not a guaranteed win. Wait,
He can't
gets
retreat.
moved?
It's paralyzed. Oh wait, no, never
It
mind.
doesn't
Sorry,
paralyze.
that's not paralyzed. In my head, it was.
Draw.
Alright.
20 more damage.
And oh,
And it is paralyzed.
That is
in
what?
fact, you
down
guaranteed
here?
kill the lone graveler
It's like.
Oh, it's the other side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
because it can't retreat, and you're guaranteed to hit it. So unless she gets rid of your energy, it just dies.
Alright, I'll draw. So I'm going to switch.
Ah, okay. There you go. There's switch.
Does he know?
Here comes the Rotom.
Fan
which is
Rotom.
unfair.
Technically, it has to get a heads in order to kill me.
No, it doesn't.
Nope, it just
No,
deals
it just
20.
does the damage. You
Oh,
have
that's
20
air
damage
slash.
taken.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just lose. All right. Well, good game. Very well
Good
done.
game. Thank you.
See what the prize cards were. Stunned Fisk.
Yeah, there it. Oh, look at the Stunfisk's face.
Oh man, that is a sad stun.
Oh,
fest.
you had an Aggron here.
There's the Aggron.
And
There's
a
the
Lairon.
Lairon.
Imposter Professor Oak. And
I had a whole fucking prize list of just
look at
these
your opponent's
assholes.
prize cards. You may have your opponent shuffle them into their deck. If you do, your opponent takes that many cards from the top of their deck and sets them aside as their new prize cards.
It's a bit of a meme trainer.
Like
card.
like
This
all of the
doesn't solve
imposter cards,
anything.
yeah, it's not helpful.
It doesn't. It
Bit of a
doesn't
meme.
do nothing. It just. I guess. It doesn't do anything bad. It just doesn't do anything good. What a pointless card.
Yeah, it's very worthless. It's just kind of a fun card.
Draw your last pathetic prize card. Alright,
Yeah.
Zuper, you ready?
Yeah, should be.
Good game. Where's Lowland Sandslash? That was in here somewhere. There it is.
Oh, we're both trying to rotate it, I think.
I'm not. I didn't touch it.
Oh, wait, I just have my rotation thing up. Okay, I see.
Other way. Other way.
What
You can
happened?
do it.
Oh no.
There we go. No, I had it. There we go.
We also need to quickly grab that out from underneath it.
Stop rotating it.
I don't know why anybody's rotating it.
Because I'm trolling.
Oh. You're a
Epic
meanie.
troll.
Alright,
Are you playing
I
down
gotta
here? Fair enough.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
So that's
Okay.
3 card games in a row I've lost. Nice.
Great hands up. Well, I will say, officially speaking, if I hadn't have gone, all right, I'm done with this in the Pixelmon server, there was no fucking chance I won the game that we were doing there.
I guess that's fair, maybe.
There was no fucking chance. I was
Alright.
doing so bad, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Let's move on.
That's good that I'm losing, though. That tells me that if I do the campaign, you guys will have a pretty good chance of beating me, which is the point.
Yeah,
You're
let's
supposed
set
to
aside our
win.
prize cards first, so that we're technically correct. Dally unmute me when she went. Okay, she didn't. I can say whatever I want. I like her.
You
Oh wait,
chose to
do
have
you
no
draw
room to
7
play
or do you draw 6 at the start?
7.
Oh, you do draw 7. Okay, nice. Oh, we should probably roll for first. All right, you pretty likely do yeah, okay.
Only barely.
All right, what deck did I pick? Ooh, actually, I like this. I like this deck archetype. Okay. What do I got?
Ooh, you have a fun deck. You have one of the later ones I made. Super. Oh no, that means it's one of the good ones. Also, a very ironic deck to have gotten.
Is there? Oh, I mean, I can solve the problem. Never mind. I
Yeah.
think you can understand what my problem was when I was looking at this stuff.
Yes, I can. But no, you can definitely solve this.
Oh, I actually
Yeah, I
really
can
like
solve
this
that.
deck.
What is the best?
What kind of stuff you got
opener
going on, Emily?
here?
No peeking.
Oh, I'm not allowed to peek at you. Okay.
No to peek.
All right.
It's hard to say which the best opener is here.
It's like all the Pokemon are in costumes. That's so cute. Holy shit, that's like amazing.
Yeah, it's a good board. I like this one, but I don't think so. I'm going to do, I think.
That just looks like so much fun. Just a bunch of Pokemon on a
This
Halloween
one is
parade.
my- Oof. And then I can put as many on the bench as I want, so...
Just think that all the people who are
I know.
maybe going to get the Pokemon trading card game on the Nintendo Switch Online are not going to get the sequel.
Okay,
God, that's sad.
all set.
All right. Pop, pop, pop.
Zoom!
Zubat. You also flip your bench. Mon's over. Another Zubat. A Pumpkaboo. Oh no, this is a poison deck.
It's not poison. I mean, it contains a few cards that poison, but it's not. It's medium.
Oh, okay.
Super's deck is night creatures, and your deck, Emily, is the all-normal deck.
Okay, the defending.
Yeah.
Wow, this Doduo is a terrible lead against this Zubat, though. It literally can't damage the Zubat.
Yeah.
Anywho, we are going to energy search, and
That-
I'm going to...
That Doduo is actually pretty cracked.
Oh, it's
but-
very good, just not in this specific context.
Yeah. But it does retrieve for free, so she doesn't have to
Okay.
mind.
She'll have to keep it in, yeah. And
I
then
love
we
Pickpocket. That's such
go
a
and
mean
attach that.
effect.
I laughed at that during the setup.
And so I'm going to start off with a...
That would only exist in a tabletop setting.
I am going to throw a poison spray at...
Ooh, okay. Wait, does poison ever go away? At the end of
If
my
you
turn,
retreat.
if I retreat.
Oh, it goes away if you retreat? I didn't know that. I thought it
Sure
stayed
does.
on them on the bench.
Do you want to bite?
It's irrelevant. Well, it's going to do 10 damage either way.
Oh, like, because before she can
Between
retreat.
turns.
I guess that's fair. I might as well do the poison
Okay,
for
do the
funsies
poison.
then.
Alright.
Because it's more fun.
I don't think we have poison counters, but I think we can remember it's poison.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn.
Could possibly go find some.
Okay. Well, I guess. Kind of a tough situation. I think I'm just gonna pass.
You're
going
not
to
gonna
pass
retreat, and
not retreat.
yeah, you just want to kill the dodo. Get out
I'm
of
just
the way.
gonna pass.
20 damage.
Okay.
Wait. Oh. Well, it would
on
take
every
10.
turn transfer.
Oh, it is every
does
turn. I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, your dodo is going down real fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna
We
go to
do
30,
well.
then 40 before it comes back to your turn.
Okay. I mean, it's interesting, but not helpful in this point in time. We're going to bite in this case. You're already poisoned. You might as well take 10
Yep.
damage.
Then it
Then
goes
I
to
take
40.
10. Then I go to 40 and I draw.
So now it's up to you whether or not you want to sack it, but...
Alright. I'm going to retreat into Encino. I'm going to play a full heal energy, which doesn't do much, but it's an energy. Then I guess I don't need to do that yet. So I'm just gonna charm. So during your
Okay.
next turn, if you try to attack, you flip a coin. If tails, that attack does nothing.
Fair enough.
Taking
I suppose.
Zuper's flip luck into account.
I mean,
Not bad.
in a certain context, I mean...
You could. That trainer card that you had before you got, like, that's, it's one of those ones.
This one is, the one. That
Yeah.
one is difficult to play.
It is, but not that difficult.
I think I'll wait another turn before considering one. Anyway,
Poison spray. Flip
I'm
coin.
going to poison spray you. I still have to flip the coin though.
Yep. Nice.
Failure.
I was gonna be like, yo, you should have just saved the full heal energy in case I do poison you.
Let's see.
I think Emily is energy
I
screwed
think
at the
she's in
moment.
the same position, honestly. So
Let's see. I think I'm just, No, I want to do this at least once. I'm gonna potion energy, and I'm gonna pickpocket. So let me just,
Nice.
take that.
Now, is that ever going to be relevant? Sometimes. Sometimes you'll steal an energy. I mean, for the normal deck, that's insane. Because you can use whatever energy you find, you can use whatever trainer card you find. You cannot use their Pokemon. Their Pokemon are going to be completely useless.
unless they're the same type, could happen.
It's possible you're running some normal types in there, but it's Night Terror, so probably not.
Mhm.
But, like, you could have pulled, like, a Zubat, and that Zubat could have used Bite.
I'm gonna,
Well,
every card I steal from your deck, I'm gonna put, like, a note in the description of it, so that we can track that. Because it should go to, like, your discard, stuff like
Probably,
that.
yeah. Well, in this case, I am going to poison you. Just
Alright.
happens.
It does just happen.
It just works. Todd Howard.
Alright, turn. Okay. So... Let's see. Alright, I'm going to put down a Recycle Energy. Then I'm going to evolve to Cincino.
Nice.
Then I'm going to give it a Lucky Helmet.
Makes this Tail Slam stronger.
Then I'm going to Tail Slam you for 40.
40.
which kills your
Nice.
Zubat.
Where's the extra damage?
That comes off of
Close
Close
Fire.
Fighter.
I see.
Cinccino is good.
And I will take this prize card.
Their white fur feels amazing to touch. Their fur repels dust and prevents static electricity from building up. Who's your active Pokemon?
Wow. Well, none of them actually have any real good ability to counter this.
Haunt and Curse. So
They're decent.
they're good, and also they would.
I would probably do this in this situation.
Yeah.
Because I can do the most damage with.
Yeah.
Although it does say takes half in damage, so I would actually take 20 instead of 30 because of Closed Fire. It's not like set to half. It takes that damage.
Yeah. So it would take 30 damage, so it would only take 20.
Yeah.
However, Haunt saying it puts a damage counter on, that cannot
That
be
one,
done.
yeah, that one would get around it. Yeah.
Mm. Alright, I think we have to item finder past a certain point.
Do you have any trainer cards in your discard?
I have one.
Energy Search.
Oh yeah.
You gotta understand, I have drawn. Actually, I've drawn no energies. The first one came from Energy Search.
I have returned with nachos.
Alright, Allie, make no comments. This is the card I pickpocketed off of the top of Zuper's deck.
Ooh, that's crazy!
Alright,
I don't.
well-
I mean, I don't know what's happening in the game, so I have no idea.
Gotcha. Oh no, you got rid of a Crobat.
Now, I'm not gonna be able to build up to that, probably. Or then use it, I should say. Wait, actually, that only requires one energy triggered poison. I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Whatever. It is what it is. I wasn't paying attention. That's on me.
Crobat's kind of crazy, actually.
Like, I probably should keep that, but I already
You can
discarded
keep it if you
because-
weren't paying attention. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rake you over the coals for that.
So in that scenario, it's like, do I want to wait for this to
You
pay off?
actually could if you just
I think I discard these two
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and wait for that to pay off. But
It's
Oh,
it's
and that
it's
lets
getting
me-
there.
let me get back my
Energy Search.
energy search.
I would also
Which I
allow you to
immediately-
re-grab item finder. No, I wouldn't allow that. That would just allow you to discard cards infinitely.
There'd be some value to that, for sure.
There would be.
Alright, a basic energy in this scenario.
I think you know what you have to go grab.
I think I know. I think I have an idea what I think is proper to grab in this scenario. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might not be what you're thinking, but
Yeah.
maybe it is.
It does have to be a basic energy.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
And then I will evolve that.
You can think about that.
I can't evolve again this time, but you know, we're building.
I think it's funny that the Golbat needs 3 and the Crobat only needs 1.
The reason for that is that Crobat is from Gen 2, and the Golbat is from Gen 1.
That makes sense.
So technically there is a little bit of power creep, but it's not so crazy that it didn't feel like not allowing
I mean, it's
it.
only 20 damage.
Also not the first time that the full evolution requires less energy. That's probably the most balanced way to make them actually worth your goddamn time. Nobody's building up the Charizard so they can spend 4 fire energies for 100 damage and then discarding 2. It's
Yeah.
just kind of overkill. It's a win more button.
So are you passing the turn?
Yeah, I'm passing. I can't attack. No?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put down a type null onto the bench. And I'm going to Pokedex, so look at the top 5 and arrange them how I'd like.
Tri-Attack's such a fun effect.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let's see that Gen 2 card in there.
Thinking probably like this, 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 and this.
Cool. Shuffle the deck.
Yeah, good one.
Also, I just realized you're playing from your
Oh yeah, play this card.
in Pokemon, the discard pile is below. I know in Yu-Gi-Oh it's above.
And Magic.
It doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna
That is
place.
weird how the graveyard is above your deck.
I'm gonna place a Rainbow Energy that I took from Zuper's deck onto type Null,
Nice.
Nice.
10 damage.
and then I'm going to Tail Slam for another kill. Another kill for me. Oh, I missed. I should have. Oh, I had that. It's fine.
Duro. New Cardo. Oh, wow, that's a little late.
Yeah. Would have
Why
been
can I see
helpful,
the?
but
I can see the back of the middle one for some reason. Oh,
Weird.
is it just upside down for you? No.
No, it's not
No.
upside down.
Alright, well, you know.
Maybe because it's upside down.
Maybe. I don't know.
It's not even the best, but it kind of works.
It does 10 damage.
It does do 10 damage.
Does do 10
It's an
damage. That
attack. The thing is
Mencino, that
it survives
Mencino
2
might
hits.
actually be unbeatable for me in this context.
It's pretty crazy. You two have a very bad deck matchup in terms of her deck just kind of gets to run riot.
Well, hers
I
would
have-
be fine if she didn't have something that could take no damage and does 40 damage on a single hit.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you do 10 to me?
I do. I mean, you know. In this context, I don't know that they're... Unless you have a fighting type, the Cincino just wins. You know, a lot
I'm
of
gonna-
fights.
It's
I'm gonna
really
put a-
strong.
I'm gonna put a potion energy on
But
type
there are
Null.
also cards to remove tool cards, so that's what you would play around. You'd play around removing the tool energy. And
Yeah, you know, if I had that, sure.
And then I'm going to.
I've not seen a
Tail
single
Slam
card
for
in
40.
either duel in any fight we've done yet, though.
I
so
had a
those
tool
must be
scrapper
pretty-
in my hand for a long time. There's also abilities and attacks that remove them.
And it's your turn.
Nope. I accidentally searched instead, so that means I have to upload. Sad, the thing I got would have actually been okay. What I would have gotten. Anyway.
Oh wait, I was supposed to draw a card off a lucky helmet. That's right.
Yeah, because you took damage. Lucky Helmet's crazy.
I mean, the worst part about the Crobat is that it popped up. Like, she's done adding energy to that Cincino, so it can never get off its poison effect. Actually, does poison even affect it because of Cloth Fighter?
I don't think it does.
It does.
It says from all sources.
I would still let it take poison damage. I feel like that.
I mean, if that's like as the card designer, if that's your intent, that's fine. But as written, it negates poison.
Yeah, that feels weird. That's definitely shouldn't be how that works. It should say something like minus
Minimum
10
of
damage
10
from all
damage.
attacks or something like
Oh,
that.
from all attacks, yeah.
But like the reason it says all sources is it's stuff like how, you know how Dark Clefable could prevent benched attacks or
Yeah.
could prevent shit like that.
Yeah.
Dark Clefable can still get poisoned. Because like poison isn't you take 10 damage, you just get a damage counter. So that's how it gets
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Well, if the Crobat gets knocked out, you do have another path.
That's basically what it might have to be. The question is, do I even bother doing the damage and giving her a card to draw?
You do have a retreat cost of nothing for the Crobat.
That's an option.
You could. I mean, it's just dealing 10 damage, so it's not really doing its thing right now.
No.
So you could just, like, nuke.
I guess what I'd probably do in that scenario is retreat.
Instead of letting the Crobat sit there and eat damage.
Maybe this one, and do some damage, certainly,
Yeah.
Ooh.
with Curse.
So half of current, does it round up or down?
You know, I'm gonna tell you right now. Cinccino resists Psychic,
Oh!
so it wouldn't take anything from that.
Fun. I'm glad that that's how that interacts here.
Normal types are kind of insane.
I genuinely have no outs to this Cinccino. I don't think there's a single
No.
card in my deck that can kill this thing.
I would not attack, not that it matters, it's just gonna kill you with Tail Slam anyway. But
If you want to like undo,
I'm not gonna
that,
put the fucking energy
yeah,
on it anyway.
I mean, you could even put out the Pumpkaboo instead if you wanted.
I would just be putting a damage counter on it with Haunt though, which is like doesn't solve.
Or you could keep the
something.
Crobat out.
No, in this case, I'm just gonna let the fucking. I think the Mischievous just die in this scenario because at least
Mischievous
with
does nothing to like her whole deck.
the Mischievous is entirely pointless. in
Spoiler
this
warning.
context.
Okay, actually
It's
it
all
does something to the
normals.
birds. So like the Doduo, it would have done something.
So I'd rather just sack it, if
Alright.
anything.
So you officially passing?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna play a double colorless on type null.
Fully powered up.
I'm gonna put down a Tornadus. And I'm gonna Tail Slam.
Yeah. Wrong.
Which
Ooh,
Pokemon are you
There it
putting out?
is. Anyway,
A little late.
we're gonna. Which one am I putting out? For now, I'll put out Crobat because I can retreat it if I want. This time. We're gonna Sacred Ash.
Oh.
Takes 5 Pokemon from each Scarpalin, shoves them back in your deck, and you get to draw 2 cards.
I have to like do it like this because they don't.
Nice.
I love how varying the draw power is in this game. Like
There's
that's
that.
that's like shuffle 5 that you must have to draw
That
2.
would've been
Except
great.
I can't.
Oak, which is like
Yeah.
draw 7.
Except it does nothing right now, so you know. It's another classic example of I literally don't have anything I can do.
Unfortunate. I mean, you could do 10 damage with triggered poison, or you
And then
could
I draw a
switch.
card.
Giving her a... She's better off, like, she gets the better end of that deal, because she gets to draw a card. 10 damage means nothing.
And you should switch to Pumpkaboo, I guess.
I don't know if there's anything that I can do.
Oh, you could switch to... Oh, wait, no, you don't have... Never mind.
I mean, you could put the energy down and then deal 10 to me and I don't draw a card.
Or you could put that damage counter on, like, the Doduo.
It's the
Or-
defending Pokemon.
Oh, is it on the defending Pokemon? Alright, there's other haunts that didn't target the bench.
Yeah, well, if I could target the Doduo, that'd be great. I could kill it, get a prize card, maybe get some momentum, but, you know. That's not what's gonna happen.
I can't believe I got
pass.
your fucking rainbow energy.
The rainbow energy wouldn't have solved anything for me. It's annoying that you got it, but it doesn't solve anything.
Pokedex.
Double Pokedex. Didn't
Why do you have
just-
so many crazy weird energies?
Because this is a colorless Pokemon deck, so I don't need
the other types of
basically-
energies?
because basically these special energies they
Not
get
by
their
the way.
extra
One
effect
thing.
because they don't have a color.
One more.
But I'm playing a colorless deck.
This
so
doesn't
that's not a
matter, but it
downside.
technically took 10
Yeah.
damage because you put rainbow energy
Colorless
on it.
decks
No,
are
no,
actually
no.
really
I used a
strong
potion
as a
energy
result.
Oh, since then. Okay. You never attached a damage counter to it, though, I
I
don't
did.
think.
I did. I took it away when I used the potion energy.
Typically, people splash colorless Pokemon into most of their decks because they're flexible. But this deck, there is no splash. It's just all colorless.
What the fuck? Okay, I guess I'm gonna do... this.
It's a shame about Zuper's deck. I actually really like...
This deck seems really fun. I just
I
am
love
not
grass
allowed
decks.
to play.
I love grass decks.
Yeah, it's
No,
grass. Ghost.
this seems like a fun deck, and I would have had fun playing it if this Cincino didn't exist.
I'm gonna put
I genuinely, I'm
recycling
looking at her
tornadoes.
bench. I could reasonably do something against everything else, just not that.
I don't wanna like hold back because that feels disingenuous. So I'm gonna play the handler. Do you have any tool cards in your hand?
I don't have any tools.
I do get to see your hands though.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that. You just get to examine it enough to say there's not a tool card though.
Cadenza.
Okay.
That was one of the later characters I drew. So the art is almost okay.
Oh, I love this.
I'm gonna.
The Cincino.
Slime.
I love this playmat that Zuper has.
Oh yeah, I do too. That's what I was saying. The playmat's like fucking awesome. That
Doesn't
could
solve
help.
anything. Not really.
The Celebi is so cute.
Because even if it happens, it's delayed. What's that
It
gonna
is.
help?
You have to put out your Crobat, by the way.
Yeah, I know. But it doesn't.
I love that Pikachu's costume is a Mimikyu whose costume is a Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mimikyu is just itself, 'cause it's already disguised. Yeah, this just looks like so much fun to be at.
Might as well, I guess. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We hope that this works. I have a plan. It's not a good plan. I still
what are you doing?
lose.
Oh, recycle.
Okay. It's exactly where I need it to be, right there. And then I attach this to the Crobat.
You can use cross poison.
Next turn.
I can't. I need 3.
Yeah, I know, but like you'll be able to use cross poison.
That's the only thing I've got, and it can potentially kill the Cincino. I still lose after that, though.
Are you gonna?
Or
deal
you
10
could get like
damage to me?
3 heads and you can confuse them.
What?
You can do 10 damage to me.
Not at this time. I don't think that there's value to that. What would it be? Okay. Texas 20 credits. Yeah, but this does it at the end. It doesn't take it per hit. I'd just rather wait for cross attack.
Also, I keep forgetting to say this. You know, Tail Slam prevents them from retreating. I forgot.
Oh
about
yeah, I
that.
forgot about that.
So that Crobat's just
alright.
been getting free retreat.
That's fine.
Even if it didn't, I think it wouldn't.
I'm gonna put down Arceus Flying. And then...
It's actually not as crazy as it seems.
And then I'm gonna play a Defender. Tail Slam.
Okay, so if you roll up the map. I mean, at this point, it's just like, for fuck's sake. She has a fully powered up Titan Ball in the back. But at least you can
Look,
kill
we
that
could
Cincino.
I mean, 4 coins, you could kill it, I think.
You do 80, which gets reduced by 10, which gets reduced by 20, which is
Yeah,
50.
if you roll, if these are all above 10, you kill it.
Well, it could also confuse you.
It could,
Oh yeah, that's true.
It could
That's
confuse
true.
you,
It
and then
could-
she
it
kills
could
herself.
confuse me. Yeah. Alright, you do confuse me.
I do confuse you.
So you deal 10,
Yeah.
I draw a card, and I'm confused.
Yeah, and confused makes your card look like this,
Okay.
which is fun.
So, I draw for turn, I play a full heal energy, and I tail slam.
So I'm actually going to be completely honest. Everything aside, even ignoring the Cincino, the fact that her entire energy pool are special energies is kind of unfair.
Oh yeah, this deck is really strong, yes. But
I knew I was right to pick the bottom right one.
as a result, she only has 16 energy in her deck. So she has the lowest amount of energy. So she could get energy screwed.
I'm gonna be
She
blunt
rolled
with you.
exceptionally well.
I'm gonna
She
be
drew
blunt with you,
exceptionally.
Ross. If she only has 16 in her deck, I ain't seeing it.
Here's also the 2 in my hand.
She drew
Let
exceptionally
let
well.
me just, since I lost here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more energies in her deck.
Yeah, she drew
8,
exceptionally
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that.
This is also the deck
is
that I gave
that
the
low.
worst card in the history of the game to, the Thought
Oh,
Wave
really?
Machine. Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
This card fucking sucks.
Flip a coin till you get tails. For each heads, return an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon to your opponent's hand. If the Pokemon has fewer attached energy cards than that, return all of them to your opponent's hand.
Man.
Your turn is over now.
You
What
don't
the
get to
hell?
attack.
17.
So you could just wind up with 1 Tails, and that's it. It's your turn.
Okay, I want to make a comment, though. Including this rainbow energy, by the way. I have 17 energies.
Yeah, you might have
Including-
less. Energy. Actually, you should have more. You should have 9 and 9.
What about prize cards? 2 in the prize card.
Yeah, so you have 20. Most of the other ones have 20.
I have 19, not 20.
So you should have 9 and 9, a rainbow. Oh, I'd never give you a double colorless because it would have been useless for your deck, so I gave you an extra trainer card. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got energy screwed, Super, and also you ran into the Singino, which is...
Super, do you want to play another game with different decks?
No, I like this deck. I want to see this deck
Okay,
work.
I'll,
I just
I'll
don't
pick
want
a
to fucking...
I'll pick a different
Sure,
deck.
pick any of the ones here. You got 6
I
left.
do really like, I mean, obviously I won with the Pokemon I've entered with. I do love colorless decks, though.
Colorless decks are so much fun. They're very strong. High
I'm
recommendation.
gonna build one in Magic.
Oh.
Like an Eldrazi thing.
No, a construct
Ah.
artifact creature deck.
Hell yeah.
So, going by Magic rules, Super, since you lost, you can choose whether you go first or not.
Yes.
Well, going first is always better in the context that we get to attack.
Draw
on our
and
first
to
turn.
Oh shit, I was supposed to... Hold on, I'm not looking at my hand yet. I was supposed to put the
There's
prize
literally no downside
Yeah, I guess it
to
doesn't
going
matter,
first
okay.
It
in
doesn't matter.
our rules.
Alright, let's see what deck you got this time, Super. Just kidding. Got the same deck. But... Alright, got a Gen 2 card. It really doesn't matter. I don't have to change the card back, but... It is funny to note. I guess if you put nothing but one type of Gen 2 card, you could technically cheat that way. That's okay.
I might actually be in a sticky situation.
Interesting. Compared to the previous one. Curious which deck you
Yep.
have this time. I'll probably be able to tell immediately, based on
Yes.
what your basic is. I hope it's another normal type. Ooh, you got that one.
Depending on what deck Super has... Oh wait, no, it's the same deck. Okay, never mind. If you were playing a deck that beats me in type advantage, you could win on turn 1 very easily.
Alrighty.
Turn 1.
Let's see what we got.
Because you don't have any secondaries.
Yep.
Ah.
No, you actually resist me, so in that situation...
Yeah, I guess I do.
I guess I shouldn't play this deck, huh? I guess I'm just not allowed to play this
I
deck that has a
picked
fun
randomly.
concept.
I'm sorry.
This deck with a fun concept, I just am not
Now,
allowed
this
to have
Zubat
fun
has no retreat cost, Zuper, so just go grab your ghosts and you're good to go.
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you draw for your turn?
Oh, at the start.
Draw that card. Alright.
That didn't
Decent
really
start.
solve that problem, but
I mean, you can confuse. And
No.
the turn later.
in an extra turn, and that's the only damage I'm capable of dealing is through confusion.
Good old Beldum.
In these scenarios, I'm not really sure what to do. Do I waste energy on the Zubat that's going to lose?
It retreats for free.
It does, but I can't get the energy off of it. I'm not capable of getting the energy off of it, though, so it's like if I can't get another Pokemon, it's
Here, let me find some more appropriate music.
a bit sticky. Alright, we'll start with this for now, I guess. I bite for fun.
Alright.
You break your teeth.
Do all steel types resist specifically grass?
put a steel energy.
Because I
on
think
it.
there is a valid case that steel types could resist water sometimes.
I'm gonna do 20.
Emily, why did you do this?
Why'd I do what?
Like Troun Super and then immediately pick a deck that resists his deck again?
I didn't look at the deck. I just picked a random one.
Okay.
I would be, for the record, I would be willing to swap my deck right now for another one, if that would be more fun for everyone.
What was the other type of this one? It's Steel Electric?
It's Steel Psychic.
Steel Psychic. Yeah, that basically counters him.
So
because the
you
Psychic
counter-
is...
All right, you know what?
Everything I've
I'm
got.
gonna make an executive decision and pick a different deck.
Okie
You can
dokie.
keep your turn one, Zuper. Whoops.
Unless your
just gonna-
turn one is not amazing for you, which it looks okay.
Okay. I know this deck. I feel this deck that I just grabbed with my heart and soul. It's totally gonna not be a counter to Grass Psychic.
If it's a third
I don't
one, I'm
think
gonna
I don't
say-
think there is a third counter to Grass Psychic. Grass Psychic is not an amazing typing.
Start with 7.
I'll be honest.
All right, I would have put out. Oh
Is it fire? Is it
it's
fire?
fucking fire.
That's fine. Most of his stuff is not weak to fire. Some
You're
of it
right.
Yeah, actually, most of them are not
You're right.
actually grass. In fact, none of them. Well, Trevenant is.
Okay,
My
I
Phantom
would've-
Trevenant. Pumpkaboo would be as well. Probably.
In this
So a couple
situation,
things.
I
That's okay.
I probably would have started with this, and then on the bench had like this and this,
And draw a
Yeah.
card, and then
and
So he would have bit and dealt 10 damage to whatever this
yes,
is.
yes, and I would have drawn a card, and then I would have been dealt 10 damage. Okay, fantastic.
This is the fire water deck. Nice.
It is.
With Volcanion.
I'm gonna put down a Larvesta here. Let's see. I'm going to.
I actually really like this deck too. I like all the decks I made.
I'm gonna put a water energy on this fletchling down here and pass.
Okay.
Well, one day that'll matter. Maybe.
Huh.
Maybe.
Yeah. It's a good friend.
I've got, I've got problems with this hand. Alright. Suspicious sound wave. Okay.
Oh, this is one of the delicious English cards. It occurs in groups in dark places. I put ultrasonic waves and approached the target. Delicious English.
So how does confusion work?
Confusion. If you try to attack, you flip a coin. On tails, you take 20. If you retreat, if you would have to spend any amount of energy, you flip a coin after you spend the energy. On tails, you fail to retreat. And if you fail to retreat, you cannot retreat during that turn.
Does confusion ever go away?
Confusion does not go away unless you retreat successfully. Or unless
However,
you
in this
evolve.
case, it doesn't spend energy, so the fletchling just kind of gets the
Sits
leave.
there.
This one does.
I pass the turn.
You can try to retreat for free to your other fletchling, and then you could switch back if you wanted. Because it has a free retreat cost.
I'm just passing the turn.
Okie dokie.
Which one does it have? Maybe.
Maybe. That's a goal bet.
Ah, shit.
I'll take 10 energy just to be able to.
Well, you'll heal on the
10.
leech life.
I will.
Yep.
So, if you do that, then this dies.
I'm not saying that this deck is bad. It just happens to have a lot of shit that counters it, namely all normal types. Which is a lot of things.
Not all normal types, just that Mencino.
Yeah, that Chinchino was a piece of...
No, not all normal types. I looked at the other normal types she had, I would have been able to fight them, just not that one.
That's very fair. That Chinchino is very strong, so... Anyway, you took 10, but then you healed the 10, so...
I don't have any.
Yeah.
No.
Very nice.
Um,
Nosedive is a very
I don't know, I'm just gonna
roof
throw
attack.
the Volcanion, I guess.
There's Volcanion.
fuck is this card? Hello?
Oh, is it a fun one?
I mean, you made it.
Oh,
Oh, right. I killed something. I got a prize card.
yes, you do. I think that's my favorite part about the Pokemon trading card game is you get momentum off of killing things.
I mean, I'm just gonna play this.
However,
I
that
wish
means
this
you
was
get
like an
steamrolled
energy or something,
sometimes.
but that's fine. I look
Oh,
at your
it's
deck and
Torment
select 2
Sparkle.
cards from it. You may choose to add 1 or both of the chosen cards to your hand. For each card you add to your hand, you must mill 5 cards on top of your deck. For each card that you don't add, I remove those cards from play. So, let me choose 2 cards from your deck.
Okay.
And you
so-
basically sell them to him. But he has to pay by milling cards.
I don't want to, like... Yeah, okay.
Milling
Oh, I
cards
see.
isn't bad.
In the Pokemon trading card game, in the original,
Wait, didn't
decking
you
the
say
opponent
that...
out is a legitimate strategy.
Ross, did you say that double colorless was useless and you didn't put one in his deck?
Oh, is there a double colorless in his deck?
There sure is.
Okay, well
I mean,
then he does
the
have 20
Golbat
energy.
can use it.
He definitely does have 20 energy then.
Here, I'll show you...
I counted them out. The double colorless was included in my count.
I'll
Yeah.
show you this Sacred Ash
Okay.
and and this Lumberry.
Do you want to
Do you
buy
want-
either of those, Super?
Do you want those? If you want, well, if you want them, they cost 5 milled cards.
Yeah, milling
I mean,
like
TB
milling your opponent
I
out in
don't
the Pokemon
think-
trading card game is a legitimate strategy.
It's
It's not that hard.
I don't think either of these is valuable
But-
to me.
Is this a mill deck, or did you just put 2 mill cards
I
in
think
the
you
deck?
just put them in.
I just
here.
tossed a bunch of
I
fun shit
really
in here.
wish this was an energy.
That's
Well,
fair.
they're not even discarded. They're removed from play, so they're next to
If this
my
was in like a
discard.
proper mill deck, that would be.
Oh yeah, I'm basically just tossing a bunch of cards in here and just being like, yeah.
So I pass.
Technically, you do have a
Mhm.
lot of high HP cards like Volcanion and stuff like that, so you could hypothetically mill out if you stalled long enough. But it's not always possible. Especially not with a poison deck. It's very hard to mill a poison deck. Technically, that is one strength it does have.
So the question I have to ask myself: do I do? I mean, she can't retreat the fucker. The thing has 3 retreat costs.
No, she cannot. Which means you could.
My hand is so bad.
But it's not going to be attacking, so that's not valuable. I am gonna hold off on that for the time being, and I'll just leech life.
Okay.
Okey-dokey.
Please, God. Okay, I can work with that.
Alright.
Alright, I'll put a fire energy on Fletchling and pass.
Nice. I love the aesthetic of a water energy next to a fire energy. It's just pleasing.
We'll leech life again.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put another fire energy on Fletchling, and I'm gonna evolve it to a, Fletchinder.
That's a light Fletchinder.
A light Fletchinder, excuse me.
Yeah, you remember the dark Pokemon? Well, there's light ones too.
Ah, I see.
That got out in Gen 2.
And then I'll pass the turn.
It's a similar idea where they have slightly less HP, but actually no, lights have like about the same amount of HP, but their attacks are like friendlier, if that makes any sense. Like there's an Arcanine that has the attack Gentle Flames. It does less damage like the less evolved the Pokemon is.
Okay, I think it's now go time on this.
Ah,
Welcome Crobat.
Oh, sorry, whenever I didn't see it.
They called it Cross Attack because they didn't have Cross Poison yet.
I'm gonna be real, I think I'm gonna get swept this game.
Dead
Okay, it's dead
and confused.
and confused for whatever that matters.
I guess.
That means you have to flip your graveyard upside down.
Yeah, okay.
You could attack around and just keep fucking up that Misdreavus.
I'm gonna put
It's
a
an option.
fire energy on, I guess the Larvesta. What are you showing me? Oh yeah, I do want one of those. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna attack the Miss Magius for 20.
Yep.
Expected.
Lifeless Ginger has a fun poke effect. It's blocking. You could basically have a deck where it blocks, then it just gets a free retreat cost, so you could just keep using it to block for something instead of letting it take damage. In this case, though, that doesn't work as well.
Okay. I was.
Nope, you could build up a second.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well start building.
Subato.
Alright. It's time once more.
Godly
Please
Crobat
only get like
coming in.
one of these.
I have to get at least 3 of them to kill you. Which I did. So,
I think you
gonzo.
just win.
Yeah,
depending
now
on what
now
draw
you
here.
know the despair of.
Ooh, you got a stadium card.
I mean,
Sorry
thanks
for
for
spoiling
I don't
what
know
I
if
got.
this one is useful to me though. I know that there are things in my deck that can get fucked
Okay,
over by
I wish
that.
this had like a 1 energy move that was useful, but I'm just gonna evolve to Volcarona and pass the turn.
Okay. Well, it'll live.
Maybe.
It might not.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, there's no guarantee actually. And even if it can attack, it's likely to get confused. So
However, this one has the ability to discard the most, or flip the most coins of any Pokemon.
Yeah, if I had more energy.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have a funny play. That play being... I don't know what you have in your hand, but...
Oh, you want to
don't-
know what's in my hand? Do you get to see? Do you get to see?
I get to see,
Oh,
but they
oh, you
also
wanna see
get
what I
discarded.
I discard 2 more light fucking Fletchingers.
Okay, I have dog shit in my hand that I don't mind getting rid of.
By Pokemon Tower.
It's not even good for me though. Not really.
That is like ripped straight out of Gravekeepers. So,
Yeah.
and I didn't make it.
I'll toss the Trevenant as well.
So as you can see, this deck does work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out that that the Golbat is actually the Crobat is actually insane. It just was faced off against the worst fucking
Let's
enemy.
be clear.
You also had really bad energy luck.
The Crobat. The
Yeah.
Crobat feels insane because I don't have any counterplay. It's like the
Yeah.
Cincino isn't as good as it
Yeah.
sounds. The Crobat isn't as good as it sounds.
No, the Cincino actually. I truly believe that Cincino is kind of crap.
Oh, I mean,
but-
it's good. It's
It's
not
strong,
like overpowered.
If you're
Single-
playing in
Well,
a
it's-
deck
it doesn't
without
even-
Poke-Tools, or in a meta where everyone's running stuff to counter
Here, roll
Poke-Tools,
your dice.
which you're going to be doing, then that's going to be less powerful.
Oh, who says I'm going to do that immediately? It doesn't, probably. But I'm evolving that Golbat. I'm putting an energy on it for later.
It's like the same feeling as coming across a Wigglytuff with a full bench, and they're just doing 60 damage
Just
with
2
3
of them.
energy.
3 of them, sorry. So it's a proper... It's 60 and then you're confused, so if you do manage to attack, you have to maybe die.
Alright, I play another Clauncher. Your turn.
Okay. Okay, I mean, you know... what is this one?
Let's all remember that I so generously gave up my Steel Psychic deck.
Yeah, you know, it's fair enough that that happened.
Did I ever attack in this game? I don't
Unsure.
Well, the Crobat has no damage, so no.
I didn't even use like a passive attack.
Hanging out.
You could have attacked with the Larvesta.
No, I couldn't have. You know what the
It
Larvesta
just
does?
had heat up.
It puts an energy from my hand onto
Oh,
it.
right.
Not, yeah.
You could have... Oh, no, you didn't have another energy. You couldn't even...
Yeah.
Yeah, the likelihood that that didn't kill you was very low.
It killed
Oh,
the
did you
shit
just-
out of you.
Oh, you just rolled again? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nuke. I'll take my Gen 2 card this time, my fucked up card.
Alright, I'm
Oh,
going
yeah,
to
that's
put
a fun one.
Launcher out.
See, the
Oh,
reason
cool.
this
Oh,
one's
is
good,
so
I think you
helpful.
can figure
Alright,
that
your
out.
turn, Zuper?
What? My turn? Oh,
Yeah,
it's,
your turn.
it's
Oh, I thought you placed another launcher.
I did last turn.
Yeah.
I'm so
uh,
excited to look at my prize cards after this.
I'll look at them for you. Okay,
Don't
that
react.
would
I
have
want,
been useful.
don't react. I want to be unspoiled.
Okay, yeah, you might be able to know.
Okay, that's interesting. Not useful for me in this scenario, but would have been useful in the previous game.
See, what you can do, it's irrelevant here, but yeah, it actually is a pretty good card.
It is pretty good, just not here. I mean, let's not dilly-dally or beat around the bush.
Yeah. Oh wow, none. Okay.
None. Damn, the
That
Quancher is a
technically cocked,
survivor.
but yeah, no, that's a none.
That Quancher fucking survived. Give him some
All right,
credit.
I'm gonna play a defender. Your turn.
Oh, okay. Now I have to get at least 3 successes.
Yeah. How likely is that to happen?
Do you want to play?
Let's find out.
Oh, you
Yes.
did. Yeah,
Wow, who could have foreseen?
Alright, I'm gonna
Okay,
put-
this feels. Here's the thing, right? This is bad
Oh.
for you. This is cathartic for me after the other one.
Oh, a Larvesta.
You gotta understand how you're feeling right now is how I felt. Anyway.
Yeah.
Or Cory's kind of a piece of shit card.
That
fucking-
did
had
not affect
nothing
her.
to do with
that
it,
did
Ross. That had
did not
nothing
change
to do with
anything.
Your
But
hand's
this
just
is
been shit
mean
even
card.
with those 2 extra cards, yeah.
They were
This
both
is a-
light Fletchenders.
Yeah.
I will say it's a mean card that didn't matter here.
In a real
But-
scenario, you'd probably have like 4 Oaks and 4 Bills to always be in your deck, so you probably have enough draw power to
Here,
prevent yourself from dying.
roll your 4 dice.
I only need to get 2 and then I win. Who could foresee that happening? Wow, it happened.
You want to see the card that was in my hand? Fucking Talonflame. Alright, let's look at
Talonflame.
these prize cards. Oh, yeah, okay.
There's your rainbow energy.
Yeah, and then
There's
like the
a
trainer cards.
card.
Oh, search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards, huh? Oh, it's
And
discarded.
discard them.
Why is this in the deck? What?
So Compressor is actually really powerful,
I mean,
because
yeah,
you can
deck
discard
building
them,
is
but then you have
good.
like cards like Energy Retrieval, and you can grab
I
them.
guess. Do you? Actually?
Yeah, you have Energy Retrieval in here.
Oh my god, look at how much of this deck is still energy.
Yeah.
I feel like I just want to make a random.
I mean, this is the
note
one with Super
that-
Energy Retrieval. It was the
But
fire
it
deck.
doesn't
So.
Alright,
I
I
think-
want to play a real game
I think-
before we get off for the night.
I think
Wants
how
to
I
play a real
feel.
game with me.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take a sit back for now.
I
What I'll
want to play
tell
one
you-
more, so do you want to play against me, Zuper?
You can play against Emily, because Emily wants to play a real game. So,
Okay, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
that works.
take your pick.
I'll say that what this fucking.
I don't know
what
if you want to
this,
replay with the water fire deck.
I'll say
Emily. I
the
don't know if
Spirit
that
of
give
the
you a
Night
poor
deck
taste.
thing that Ross has here. What I determined from it is it either gets hard countered or wreck shit.
Yes, it's a strong deck combination. I mean, the Crobats and the Golbats are very, very, very powerful. But
I'm
obviously,
gonna steal
these decks aren't perfect. And if you were trying to reliably counter most things, there is counterplay.
whatever this deck is.
Yeah.
You would want stuff that
You're gonna
like
use this
energy removal and yada yada yada.
hmm
Alright, let's roll
Let me
for...
look at the 2 decks that haven't been picked.
Oh, we should probably not be on the same team anymore.
One of them is like a neat
Yeah.
dark type, like.
Okay, that's
16
the
fun
grass
stuff.
fire deck, and this one is
Where the D20 go?
the
There's a bunch.
electric dark deck. So that means one of you got a very special deck.
Oh, I almost
Yeah,
got
one
an
of
at
you got-
20.
The
Oh, I got
other
an at
one that I was
20.
considering when I was looking through them.
You get to take 2 turns in a row now with that. I guess I got to pick a team now.
Yeah, we
I'll
gotta
look at-
change so that I may spectate one of them.
Here, I'll go onto spades, and you can figure it out from there.
Spade time. Alright,
Okay,
Super,
and
your
then I
team
will
hearts.
be- I'll be an ally.
Alright, you and me,
Ah.
Zuper, we got this.
Unfortunately, you cannot play with that hand, so you're gonna have to shuffle.
Yep.
I have a legal starting hand.
I do not.
You have a
Wait.
fun starting hand.
If Emily doesn't have a legal starting hand, I get extra something, right?
You get 1 extra card.
This is also
Hell
this
yeah.
is also
That's
not
good.
a legal starting hand.
We take
If you do
these.
that 3 times in a row, you lose.
It's just another one of those.
Oh, so I get another free card?
Yeah.
All right, this one is legal.
That's really dumb that happens.
Yeah.
But, you know.
It's also dumb that the last 2 games happened.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you have enough to play around with
It
here.
could have been 3 in a row that were that nasty.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out. And then this down here. Alright. I didn't know you don't get those extra cards in the Game Boy Color game, right?
No, you do not. That was like a thing that I think was added recently. And I think that is something that I will grab because I do not want you scumming a deck of 4 basics.
Yeah. Oh, but it's so fun to do that.
It is so fun to do that, but come on. In the instance where you two are like, or you guys are battling each other, like I guess if you're against the opponent, maybe. I also wanted a mechanic where like stuff would get banned or power crept over time. So like, if people play too much of a Pokemon, it will get like limited in the canon of the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also there will be
Dude,
different rules.
the fun times when Rainbow Energy gets banned.
I don't think Rainbow Energy will get banned.
Okay, you're
Probably
playing
not.
first?
Yep.
Double
Alright.
is also well. No, it depends.
I think
on
you're
the
right.
I
deck.
couldn't see that getting banned.
Oh, you're
either.
weak to fairy. I think I have fairy types in this.
Oh no.
And Larvitar's weak to grass. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, kind of a counter going on.
Yeah, I go first. See.
You don't need that.
I'm gonna Pokedex. Let's see. Okay. 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 Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Thanks. Shuffle your deck.
Good one. I think I'm going to put a fairy energy down on. Actually, I think I'll just build on Cutie Fly.
Yep. Cute Fly also has a
and-
Poke Power.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna use it. Once per turn you may activate this Poke Power to draw a card. You cannot attack the turn you activate this.
It basically is.
I would
Candace
I would hope that
ability.
Cutie Pie's evolution can use that energy because
I hope so too.
Yes.
I'm gonna play. Might as well. I'm gonna play a Healing Field Stadium card. Once during each player's turns, they may flip a coin. If heads, that player removes 2 damage counters from their active Pokemon. 1 if it only has 1. And I pass the turn to you, my darling.
Okay. I'll draw.
I mean,
I'll draw 2.
Bill. That's the first bill all day. Each of the
to be fair,
decks
you
have
didn't
bill
put
in
a
it.
whole lot of them in there.
No, each of the decks have a bill in it. At least 2, I think. Some of them only have 1.
I'm gonna play another Larvitar.
Cool, cool.
So if you liked any of the trainer cards she played, but well, she only put.
I love this Morlow art. Just has like this little flower.
I'm gonna put this energy on my Zigzagoon.
Ooh,
Some metal
spoiled.
energy.
Nope. Try again.
Oh, that's a dark energy. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. Just kidding.
And then I'm gonna ask Zuper if I can do this, or if I have to wait.
You would be allowed to do that if you wanted to.
Okay.
As for whether it's a play, I don't know. It's complicated.
I will say this: if it's evolution, the answer is actually no.
Is it? Why?
Because it is the second turn, but it is the first turn that that card has technically been played.
No, it started on the field.
It started on the field, which means this is still its first turn on the field. So no, it cannot evolve. I know that's weird, and it's punishing going second even harder, but yes, that is how that works.
You should rule it different.
I don't think it should be ruled that way because second
I agree.
That's enough.
So then
If you
change the
wanna-
rule, Russ.
Okay, if you want to, I mean, Emily, do you agree to that rule change?
I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna play a Galinu.
We're already allowing first to attack when it's not supposed to be able to.
I'm playing by the Pokemon TCG rules from the Game Boy, and that is how that works. Going second is objectively worse.
I'm gonna taunt you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to use Stun Spore.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to put a grass energy on Cutie Fly. I'm kind of banking on finding a.
You're really hoping that you get the Rabombi.
And then I'm gonna collect nectar.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. I'm gonna put down a Moral. That's not that's not an attack.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I care about the rest of the things I put on top of my deck. So I'm gonna play an Arizona Phoenix to search my deck for a stadium and put it in my hand.
If you do not find anything, you can still shuffle your deck.
Oh, I should have done the trainer thing. Oh wait, no, it removes 2 damage. It doesn't draw cards. Never mind.
Yeah, it's not.
This is such a happy-go-lucky deck, and then there's one card in it that's like out of fucking like creepypasta. I'm gonna
That's-
add it.
yeah.
I'm gonna add it to my hand.
Death rules. That's the joke.
What the fuck?
It's a very happy sunshine deck, and then just suddenly death rules.
Yeah, that goes in my hand. And I will pass the turn to you.
Okay.
Okay, shuffle again.
Ooh.
Death rules is a very fun stadium card. It's very fucked up.
I'm gonna play a Swablu.
Swabbly. What a cutie.
Then I'm gonna play a full heal energy.
If it perches on someone's head, it looks like a cotton hat.
And then I'm gonna slash your fucking Morlul.
No, my fucking Moral.
Scatter spores.
Alright. Draw. Okay. Well, I think I'm just gonna put a fairy energy on this fucking Morlul.
Yeah.
And
It's a
pass
cutie.
and pass the turn.
Do you
Oh
want
wait,
a cutie fly?
wait! I want to try in Healing Field. Except never mind, it's not relevant. But
You
I
could
might as
cutie
well do
fly
it.
effect.
Oh right, draw a card. Yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yes.
I'll put down this cotton that I drew. And then yeah, I'll heal. I'll try and heal even though it doesn't matter. Oh wait, no, I don't flip 2 coin. I flip a coin. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, my bad. Those are both heads, but there we go. But don't think it'll
Doesn't
matter.
matter. The slash already does enough to kill,
Yep.
but
Yep. So your turn.
I think in the same way that Steel gave a Pokemon plus 10 defense, I think
can't
Dark
do
gave it
that.
plus 10 attack.
it just got out of your bench.
Definitely remove that.
I
Because
think
I think they
they-
were treated
could
as
do
special
this,
energies.
Those are, like,
and you
new
have
types,
the-
and they're like,
but-
Yeah.
It's
They
up
treated
to
them
you,
like
that's-
special energy, and most of the Pokemon
wait, no,
from there
you
did
don't.
not
You can't
require
use
more than
them.
1 or 2. Except I think Tyranitar did. They had a dark energy, but there was like fucking 3 dark types. It's just like, what's the point? You got Murkrow, the Houndoom line,
And Sneasel.
Sneasel. Tyranitar.
None of that shit that you could actually fucking catch before, like,
No, you
you're
couldn't.
done with crystals.
That's why everyone was
Well-
really happy when the Gen 3 Gen 1 remakes came out.
I'm gonna slash you.
Hey, you want a
Alright.
Crobat? That's too bad.
I love how ugly the fairy type cards are. It's not your fault. You even commented on it.
They
Back
don't
when
look
we were making the
that
cards.
ugly.
I'm gonna...
They're a
I
little
guess we're just gonna
ugly.
put on Cottony.
There's just no UI for it. I had to make all those in
Yeah.
Pixlr.
I mean, the biggest problem though, right now, is that
You already got your prize card?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna energy switch a fairy from this mortal to Cottony.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, on your field. Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna fairy wind you for 20 because you're weak.
Okay. Yep. Thanks.
it's a sad day to be at.
Alright, I'm gonna draw.
Also, that Cottony resists dark.
Yeah,
Yes, it
it
does.
is. It is an impenetrable wall that will eventually chip you down.
Well, slash isn't a rock or a dark type move.
Its
It
type is
is 'cause
calculated by
you're-
the type of the card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you are a dark type, so all moves you use are dark.
That's why splashing other Pokemon with colorless energy for their attacks.
minus
is
30?
You can taunt.
That sucks.
You can taunt me though, so I just can't attack either.
But then we stall out and then we're both
Yeah.
just drawing and drawing until we get what we need.
However,
I mean,
Emily will lose first.
'cause my tech is. Yeah, I guess so.
However, that thing has no retreat cost, so she
She
could just switch out. I feel like it was wrong to give Cottony a retreat cost, so.
Why?
Hmm.
I mean, it's not a flying type. It's not even that particularly fast.
Oh, when it becomes
I'm gonna
Whimsicott, it's
attempt to
disgustingly
remove
fast.
two
Yeah, when it's a
damage counters.
Whimsicott.
Oh,
Cottony's
shit,
also
yeah, you
fast.
can do that. Man, my own stadium card's biting me. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, this is a soft lock in all ways. Kind of.
Eh,
Yeah. Are you taunting me?
you're both
Nope.
waiting to get something that'll be good enough. Are you not gonna taunt? Are you sure?
I think she's just still doing her turn.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna put an energy on Swablu.
Mm.
Cool.
Yes. And start working on some stuff.
Then let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to Obstagoon my
Oh
Linoon.
damn.
Can now beat through it a little bit.
And I'm gonna put Rescue Helicopter on it.
What the heck?
So it can leave whenever it wants.
I'm gonna put Linoon on this Zigzagoon. And I'm gonna play a Larvitar.
Holy
Actually, are
shit.
you allowed to discard cards from your bench?
No, they're stuck
No.
there.
No, they're stuck there?
So you
Okay.
want to leave a spot
Then
open
I'm
in
gonna discard my hand and draw 7.
Ah, he got an oak too. Sorry, a mahogany.
Yeah.
case. It's all the same.
Mahogany.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's what I needed.
No.
I don't know what this card is at the end here.
Is it like invisible
Okay.
to you?
Take a screenshot and send it to me, Zuper.
Yeah, I'll do that. A sec.
Is it a good card?
I literally
Good
haven't
call.
read it. I will read it as I am sending it.
I fucking love Rescue Helicopter. I think that's such a funny effect.
A man has way too high retreat cost in Lego City.
You can tell when I made this, by the way, because that was a relevant meme.
Oh
There you are.
god.
2018.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Yeah, 2018. That was a whole transition ago.
Might have been 19.
What the hell? I have to read this like 3 times.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do for you.
I might be able to re-import it, maybe. If it's really confusing. Eco.
Zuper messaged me an explanation that was completely wrong.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's right.
If you want to send me the card, I'll tell you what it does.
No,
without...
we know what it does now.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
I already played my energy on Swabla.
Yes.
that's hard to
Means
use.
this thing cannot attack.
What? Oh yeah, you're right.
But it does have obstruct, which means it only takes 10 damage.
Correct.
It only takes 10, and also technically Obstagoon can deal 10 damage.
Yeah. So
If it had
and it heals 10. So you
if it
two
was-
are at a stall. You need something stronger.
My turn.
Yeah, I'm passing.
Ah, that'll help.
Tell me that, Queen. That doesn't really help. I guess it's deck thinning, so I'll do it.
Yeah.
A Pokemon March. We each can search our deck for a basic Pokemon to put on our bench if we would like.
Ali gets to choose
I don't
first whether or
wanna
not she
do
wants to do that. Okay.
Wait, can I fail to find if I search my deck?
Yeah.
I think we just shuffle anyways.
Yeah.
But I want to look at my deck.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
A player can't do any of this if his or her bench is full.
Kind of unbased that you wrote his or her instead of their on all these.
I didn't. This is a Gen 2 card.
Oh, gotcha.
I think on most of mine I wrote their or they.
This is like a Stadium Synergy deck, but I don't know why, because it doesn't really help me. It just helps both
Well,
of us, kind of.
All stadiums are symmetrical effects, technically.
Not
yeah,
always.
but like... I mean,
Well-
all the ones I've seen are.
Well, what they do is they provide an effect
Grab up.
that both players can use. The one player who obviously put it in their deck gets to use it better.
You would think I would get to use it better. I'm speaking of Stadium, I'm gonna play Death Rules.
Okay.
I mean, this is largely irrelevant, but funny.
And then I'm gonna deal 10 damage.
I think I'm gonna get Evil Tall.
Oh, damn.
Evil Tall.
When you play from your hand. Okay, that's irrelevant. Anyways,
Oh
I
yeah, you
deal,
don't get to do Encroaching Dark that way. That's actually unfortunate.
I deal
But it's
10
very
to you.
strong.
Oh man, that actually
and I
would
pass.
make Evil Tall like considerably
As in, I
better.
take 10?
Yes.
But anyway, fine.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You took into account all this stuff? Okay.
Actually, wait. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna draw.
By the way, I should tell you both, there is no hand limit. I know you haven't really been playing with one, but yeah, don't worry about a hand limit. There is none. That might change in the campaign, but you can literally have a 28 card hand, and it's perfectly fine. And that is sometimes relevant.
I'm sure that'll be fine. Alright, I'm gonna put a Dark Energy on my Obstagoon.
God, I wish that was me.
What?
I said, God, I wish that was me.
Getting a Dark Energy put on you?
I guess so.
I'm gonna Gust of Wind.
No!
I would like to kill your Cutie Fly, please.
No card drawing this time.
Oh, I should have been doing that instead of 10 damage.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna try to remove this damage counter on my
You
Obstagoon.
can't anymore. I
It's
Oh.
a different
new
one.
stadium.
It's a
It's
death
death
Does
roll.
this
No.
also send my energy to out of the game, or just the Pokemon?
No, it's just the Pokemon.
Remove the Pokemon.
Okay. Yeah, I think the Stadium deck is flawed because like the Stadiums don't give me a leg up. Like the deck,
It
like,
gives
they
you
just-
one very specific leg up.
I-
That you have not seen yet.
Okay. Take your
And
word
you
for it.
probably will not see it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna Hyper Voice.
Yep. All right.
But I mean, I
Really
don't
good
exactly
game.
feel bad in the context that you are a fairy type deck against a dark type deck, so it's a generally
Yeah.
You know, I switched off a
advantageous
steel
position.
psychic deck for you. Alright, Mike, okay, I'm gonna draw. Oh, hey, there's an energy.
No, I know. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the fact that it's stadium based doesn't feel bad because you're already getting a different benefit here.
And I'm gonna put this on this play pool, and I'm gonna deal 10 damage to you.
Okay. Let's draw a card.
I mean, interesting, especially since a certain one in your hand will probably never get the opportunity to use.
Yeah. So I mean, but what am I gonna grab?
I don't know.
Oh,
don't know what you're saying.
I know what I can grab. Okay. I'm gonna do this Pokemon Trader.
Very nice.
I'm gonna get rid of this G Zigzagoon.
Did the stadiums replace the, like, oaks?
No,
That's that-
they didn't.
Okay.
They might have replaced some of your like potions and stuff like that.
Okay, I mean, that's fine.
But all of them have like different numbers of oaks and bills and shit like that. That said, I will
haven't
say, Ali has
seen
gotten like
any.
2 really good rolls in a row. So,
She also worked her way out of that, like, stalemate situation really well.
yeah.
Fun fact, all of my Pupitars are in prize cards.
That really sucks.
So I'm gonna get something that's worthless.
have
Unless
an
Sway
Altaria?
Blue
Do you have an
evolves.
Altaria?
Yeah, Swablu evolves into Altaria.
No, Altaria's a basic Pokemon.
You can grab it.
It shouldn't be.
Oh.
That's,
That's
oh.
because it's that's not. Is it?
because it's a special one, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's like
it's
a
a
light
special one.
Altaria or
It's a
something.
shining Altaria.
Shining Altaria. Okay.
Yeah, that does
Then
not
why the
evolve.
fuck is
That's a
why is
that's
this
a basic
Swablu
Pokemon.
here?
There is an Altaria that evolves into.
It's probably also a prize card.
It's probably also a prize card.
So
that's
all your
really dumb.
evolutions are in a rough spot.
Do you have, like, another Obstagoon in there?
You could grab like a Tyranitar and
Maybe.
then
Oh, and then
I
if
guess
you
that's
get a
fair if you
Pupitar.
grab the Tyranitar and
and
Oh,
just
yeah,
hope
that's
that you get the
true.
Koopa.
I'll do that.
T-Tar.
If you ever play this Tyranitar, I'm definitely not winning.
Oh, that thing is a beast.
This goes into my deck or what?
It gets shuffled into your deck, yeah.
Trader is my favorite trainer card. It's just super
I mean,
consistent and really good. It's balanced, but it's like fucking
I
insane.
see.
Gives you just what you need.
Alright, I'm gonna put an energy on Eviltal.
Flavor's good. Yeah. That evil toll's slowly becoming more evil with each
If
dark-
it gets
Attack.
up to being able to use
Wait,
Oblivion Wing, it
how
probably
much?
just
You
ruins
resist
them.
30?
Yes, I'll take 10.
Oh, I don't want to do that actually. Well, can I undo this energy? Please.
On evil toll? Yeah, you can.
Normally?
That's fine.
I'll allow it.
You'll allow it? Okay.
Yeah. Because I love you.
Thank you. Okay. Why do I have these Larvitar? Oh, because they
Because-
evolve into some. Okay.
Yeah.
The Larvitar
Oh,
becomes
that's
Koopa.
why. That's right.
Yeah.
There are no Pupitars in your deck.
What?
You
What the
have
hell is-
Pokemon breeders, so you can
Oh my
instantly slap a
God.
Tyranitar on. And you have no fighting energy, so the strategy there was to slap just dark energy on it and then go into Tyranitar.
Well, if you get a Pokemon breeder ever.
If you get a Pokemon.
Yeah.
However,
For
having
context-
2 Larvitars on your bench sucks because they're useless.
For context, Ali, Pokemon Breeder is a trainer card that lets you evolve a basic into a stage 2.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm gonna retreat this for free.
Oh my god, it does have. Wait.
Rescue helicopter.
Oh, the helicopter, right.
And I'm gonna put this Swablu in.
Yeah.
I don't.
Uh,
How am I supposed to put this stack down?
yeah, it's not gonna really fit here. Just,
Well,
You could.
That's why I usually consolidate it. Like, you don't need to see that there's a Zigzagoon and a Linoon on there.
That's true.
yeah. You just
You
need
could
the
stack
obstacle.
the energies too. We know it has 3.
Okay.
And the rescue helicopter can kind of just go off to the side. Hey Ross, isn't it kind of unfair that the rescue board is only 1 minus retreat cost? The rescue helicopter's 4. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a double energy.
But to be fair, the board also lets you escape when you're paralyzed, while the rescue helicopter does not, which is kind of ironic when you think about it.
You can do 20 to me to
If you're
40
designing a
minutes.
Lego city, I think you're paralyzed.
Yeah, I think I will do 20.
Alright, I guess I'll put a fairy energy on this more lol. My turns are a lot shorter than yours.
She's
And
got a lot of
then,
exciting things to do.
You don't have an item attached, okay. I'm gonna do 10 damage to you.
Boop.
Exciting.
Your turn.
Alright.
Interesting.
I don't even know what I'm trying to get from my deck. I guess like an oak.
Evolutions or oak.
Evolution. Okay, if I get an evolution, it's like... Then what?
Fairy evolutions are really good because a lot of them have 3 attacks. That was like kind of the thing I decided for fairies,
Okay.
is that they get more attacks. Not
Oh
all
wait,
of them.
did I put my...
Now I'm gonna put the
No.
energy on the evil tall.
Mhm.
Bacon.
And I'm gonna twister.
Alright.
Pterodactyl.
I always thought Yveltal sounded like a better
I'm gonna
name.
Put,
I understand why it's Evil Tall, but calling it like
Wait,
Evil
what?
Tall is just so dumb because it's like a
Damn, I
evil
shouldn't
tall
have
bird.
filled up my board with useless larvatars, huh?
Yeah. If you had known that that's how this deck was constructed, you wouldn't have put them on the bench.
Yeah, might
But,
be. Might be.
I'm gonna acid you for 10 damage. Your turn.
Okay. So I go up to 30. I thought I was only at 10.
No. I did it for you're at 20 now.
I'm gonna do it myself.
Okay, sorry.
Ah,
Well,
there's
okay.
Playful.
I mean, interesting. Maybe not immediately useful, but
I mean, I think the plan is to energy
Yeah,
Build
here.
that guy up.
probably.
I mean, a fully powered up Evil Tall is like unkillable.
He's
So is
because yeah, he'll
anything
just
else.
fucking heal. He'll heal, but even outside of that, now her fairy types, that's not a upside and it's a downside. It just one shots
But
them
that's
all.
okay. When a Pokemon's knocked out, it gets removed from the game. So I'm kind of like it's kind of anyone's game.
Yeah, really.
Death
It's-
game.
It's almost amusing that your deck should have the advantage, but it doesn't feel that way.
I'm gonna gust, so 10 here and 10 here.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Girl's efficient. All right.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna acid you for 10.
Okay. Up to 30. And I'll draw.
Oh god, you have a free retreat cost.
Mm-hmm. This deck has a lot of shit that's really heavy and fat. That's why I gave her the rescue helicopter.
I'm gonna play the handler.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Any poke tools?
Let's see that hand.
Here's my really good hand. None of these are tools.
You've got an Eco Gym. Whenever an
Rainbow Brush.
attack Pokemon Power trainer card discards another player's non-colorless energy card from a Pokemon, return that energy card to its owner's hand. You got 2 Rainbow Brushes. Choose an energy card on one of your Pokemon. While it's on the field, treat it as a Rainbow Energy. Okay, and a potion.
So a lot of trainer cards, but no tools.
Those are decent.
And they're not good trainer cards.
Well,
Rainbow
the
Brush is
Rainbow
insane.
Brush is actually insane.
In most other situations.
I'm gonna put an energy on
It's
Yveltal.
good, but it's not helpful.
Then I'm gonna retreat my Swablu. The Obstagoon.
Now I do no damage.
Turns and
Oh, and you can
also
just kill it. Oh,
kills
you're
it.
so smart.
So-
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do 40.
Alright, this is gonna be the card that saves me.
Same baby.
This really does feel like The prize card mechanic is interesting, but it does create
I'm
these
gonna
situations
use
where
Fairy magic.
it starves you of resources.
So I look at the top card of your deck. If it's a basic,
you're not winning.
I add it to my bench.
Yes.
If it's an energy, I add it to my hand. And if it's anything else, Morlul takes 10 damage and it's added to your hand.
There are cards that interact with prize
Okay, it
cards.
takes 10 damage and it's added to your hand.
Like N. N's a piece of shit.
Okay.
It makes your opponent shuffle their
Alright.
deck and then draw cards equal
I
to the
think
number of
you,
their
I
prize
think
cards
you-
remaining.
I don't think you win for sure.
Which is just
but it's
disgusting.
your turn.
Well, but I can just retreat and attack with the
That's
Swablu.
right. Okay, you do win for sure. Okay.
Alright.
Alright,
You
I'm gonna
could
do-
potion.
That
That
and
way
there's
is
a
it
there's a
fast for you,
much
yeah.
more
I
fun
already
way to
attacked.
end it though, Allie.
Huh?
There's your
a much
Tapu
more
Bulu.
fun way to have ended it.
Tapu
to end it,
Bulu
though.
wouldn't have been good.
Like-
Oh,
I
with
never
the,
had, like,
Evel
the
Toll?
energy,
Yeah. Energy
Yeah,
Evil
that's
Toll
true.
beat its ass.
I'm gonna do the thing you never do. Get out of my deck, Ross.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna do the thing you should never do after a card game, which is check what your
There it
draws
is.
were. Okay, there's like an evolution. Yeah, 30
Which is
damage,
cute.
70 health would have been nice.
That would have helped.
And then the Shinotic, yeah. And then
Really
the
powerful
Naganadel,
Naganandal.
Energy potion. Good game though, Ali. You
Thanks.
actually
Weird-
like
a
like
weird-
ignoring me being like salty about my draws or whatever. You actually did a lot of really like smart plays.
The weird
you.
like thing about Allie's deck,
Where?
it's
There's the
fucking
recipe.
loaded with
So this Nature's
legendaries.
Defender is the reason why you have a bunch of stadium cards.
Let's read it. You must have a stadium card inside to play Rabombi while brings in the field your shame card. That's not good.
It's okay.
That's-
There's some other
no,
stadium
it's
cards that you
not.
wouldn't. There are some other
Rather
stadium cards you
Some
wouldn't
decks
want.
that use stadium cards, M.
But like,
Yeah, it's almost odd how many fucking legendaries Allie's deck has, by the way.
the only card draw in this deck is Challenge, Ross.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, I might have been.
All right.
I mean,
just
you're
so
Cutify. Your
good
Cutify is
at
card draw.
I'm so good at picking decks to play.
That's true. Also, like again, like if you weren't being so high brain, we would have went for another like 5 turns.
I'm good at card games. Here's the thing about me playing card games. I'm like really good at strategy when I'm playing with like friends. Basically, it's that thing of like I'm the best of the like what's the word? Of the like noobs, and I'm the worst of the professionals. You know?
Even though when we went to an actual in-live tournament, you're the only one who won twice. So,
That was a pre-release. It's not really a tournament.
I guess those were also technically noobs in a sense.
That said,
so.
Ali, you know like how you had that like professor card that like you like drew 7 and stuff like that, and you had like, your bill. I want to read you the only card draw card in my entire deck. Challenge.
I love challenge.
Ask your opponent if they accept your challenge. If they decline, or if both benches are full, draw 2 cards. If your opponent accepts, each of you search your decks for any number of basic Pokemon cards and puts them face down onto your benches. So the only way I could have drawn extra cards was either from my prize cards, or if I played challenge and you said no, and allowed me to draw 2 cards.
You also had Cutify.
Oh, I guess Cutify did. That's true. I did get a few out of that.
I will say that Cutify is a very, honestly, pretty
Good.
decent.
On your knees card. Or like, not on your knees. A very good on your heels card.
Get on your
I
knees,
felt like I was
cutie
on my
fly.
fucking knees that whole game, dude.
It's a very good on
really
your
thought-
heels card when you're
I-
like, ah, shit, I'm getting kind of stomped
I
here.
100%.
That was the whole
thought-
game!
Yeah, that's right.
I
Welcome to the
100%
Pokemon Trading
thought
Card Game.
When I saw the matchup, though, that I was like, well, M's just gonna win.
Yeah, if I played a different fairy grass deck, I think I would. I would. It's not that I would have, but I would have had like a better shot at least.
In Hell, you played.
Yeah,
a Fairy
I know,
Grass deck.
dude, I know.
And that you won like pretty fucking quickly. You got the Gardevoir
I
and
know
it
I'm
kind
in
of
Hell.
stomped. Anyway, hey Zuper, we got 2 decks. You want to pick one?
It was all thanks to my beholder friend.
That's true, actually. Your beholder blessed you with luck, and their cute card as well.
I don't know.
Up to you.
I'm gonna start checking the decks before I play them.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'll
Yeah,
think
that's the
about
thing. All these decks are not amazing. They're not built to be like crazy. They're built to have like.
I mean, the normal deck was fucking good. Like even
Oh, yeah, that was
ignoring
good.
the Tsuchino, like it had like all those like special energies. It had like it could draw things ever.
Yeah.
I didn't even have Pokedexes in that shit, didn't I? I had one. I think I had one.
Yeah, you drew a Pokedex pretty quickly.
If
I
I
think most of them
import,
have one.
if I import some Magic decks into Tabletop, would y'all ever want to play those?
I'd be down for that.
I'd play.
Cool.
If I ever
Then-
run this Pokemon trading card game, do you want to join for the campaign, Allie?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would probably make some changes so you'd like understand, because like it wouldn't be all lore nonsense that you'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, that's okay, Ross. It's been so long since the Pokemon campaigns, we'd also be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I would also draw art for like all the characters as well, so you'd be like, I don't recognize who that is. And I'd be like, that's them, and you're like, that's them. So that'll be.
I would, yeah.
That'll be good.
I could do these last two decks. I think I'd do.
I think I am gonna
cards
head off
to
because
6.
it's 143. But
4 prize cards to 6 sounds good to me.
let me know how that game goes.
Bit of a short.
Yep.
Sure.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
games.
thanks for hanging out. It was fun.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah, I don't know what these are.
All right,
So.
taking that one. Plop. It's time for another normal duel. 4 prize cards. This game will go nice and fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know what the 2 decks are. I don't know which one of us chose which. Also, I just realized that that's where your hand's at, so let me just real quickly fix the hands. So this is going to be white. That's going to be purple. One, 2, 3.
I guess we should actually roll that now, huh? Which goes, who
6,
goes first?
7.
Roll.
Ah, this deck. Okay. Plop.
Guess
I'll
I'll
go
roll
first.
the one on your side then. No.
Okay.
You'll go first, as if that's like a downside.
That's right. Okay. That'll be my start. Alright. Ooh, you got a Benchmon.
We begin.
Puchana and Shinx. I got a Litleo. Draw. Well, I have that now. I'm gonna place my new Pokedex. It's new. Oh god, the hands. Just real quickly get rid of that hand, because that's gonna bother me. Okay. Wait, why did I draw 6? Wait, hold up. Go back. Okay. So I definitely want that first. Yeah, I just want those both to be on the bottom. Alright. Cool. Shuffle my deck. I will attach a fire energy to Litleo. And that's your go.
I'll attach a dark energy. And snarl.
Ow. Just sold damage done to Puchiana by 10. Okie dokie. Where is...
Shit, that Litleo has fucking 60 HP. That's insane for a basic Pokemon over here.
It's tying with Seal and Growlithe. It's kind of like a Growlithe-like. But it also has a nice psychic resistance because it's normal. They're all. Alright, I'm going to attach another fire energy to Litleo. And I'm going to pounce. Flip a coin, heads deals 30, tails it does nothing.
Because it does 20.
It
says 5, but I don't know. If you just drop it up, well, that fucking
Okay.
is not what should have happened, and you know it. Okay,
That's
20.
it's 30 actually.
20.
It says 30. Oh, right,
I
right,
know,
because of
snarl.
snarl. Right, good point.
It doesn't matter. I have 40 HP. It's still 2 shots at me.
Yes. But now you're going to place the Mighty Enna, who can deal 50 damage for 2.
Can it? Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so. Maybe. Oh, good X.
I don't know how to get this. There it is. Interesting. Think this, that. We'll attach there.
Cool.
Snarl.
20. Duro. Alright. Hope you're ready for this one, Zooper. I'm gonna place a double colorless energy on Litleo. I'm gonna evolve it into Pyroar. With its beautiful art. That was definitely drawn in a children's coloring book.
I'm not even sure that is a Pyroar. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's not a Pyroar.
That's a Pyroar, trust me.
It's got... That's not a Pyroar. It's...
It's
That's
got
a
a scorpion
Manticore.
tail.
That's a Manticore. That's not even a Pyroar.
It's a Pyroar. It's alright.
It's just a fucking
It's a Pyroar
MS
like.
Paint drawing of... It's an MS Paint drawing of a Manticore. It's not even a Pyroar.
Well, just like that's not a Pyroar, this is not a Professor. This is Imposter Professor Mahogany. So you discard your hand, then you draw 7 cards. I can only play one of those per duel.
Okay.
So enjoy that. I'm sure that will not give you a better hand. Impossible.
I mean... Yeah.
Alright. So now Pyroar is going to use Fire Spin, which does 30, which goes to 20, but that does knock out your pooch.
That it does.
And here comes the Shinx. Oh god, I hate Flash. Why Flash?
Then we do raw, monster cargo. Now you even could do Noble 4. Is it worth it? Hard to tell.
Got the secret sauce in there.
What we're gonna do is we're going to attach a yellow energy to it. And yes, we did know that when
That's
it
how
comes
energy
to
evolution
Eevee's
works.
cheaty evolutions, we actually can. Assuming there's a Jolteon in this deck, which there may or may not be.
I think there is one of both. However, it might be your prize card. So, I think there's 3 Eevees, 1 Jolteon, 1 Flareon. So,
That's we're lucky.
you do have to flip a coin.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, whenever you attach an energy to Eevee, flip a coin if heads search
Oh,
your
I
deck.
didn't. I didn't see
Yeah,
the
you don't
fucking
just get to
energy.
freely do that. Alright, you got
It
it.
happened anyway.
There's Jolteon. Very good card.
Somewhere.
Very spiky Jolteon. You gonna flash me? Gonna retreat?
I mean, you know, figure I might as well try flashing you to the face.
You don't have to flip anything. It's me who has to
Yeah,
flip
you-
something to
you
attack
must
you
flip.
back. Dual roll. Okay. Well, let's try it. Just need to get a heads. And I'm using Noble Roar. Nailed it. Alright, that's 50 damage. But I can't use Noble Roar during my next turn. If the power is super overpowered, this is overtuned as fuck. It should be you cannot attack during your next turn.
Yeah, I mean, it feels this is a fucking bonkers Pokemon here.
That's it does cost 4 energy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just an odd effect, because like 2 fire, 2 colorless on an evolution for 50 is not broken. That's like that's high. That's a high cost for that. Defending Pokemon cannot attack. That's just rude in most cases, but then you cannot use this attack during your next turn. I don't know. I don't think that's busted, actually. It's powerful, but it's not, like, crazy. It has bad retreat cost. Yeah. Maybe it would also have to discard a fire energy to use. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, it's only 10. Sad.
10 damage. Duro. I sure would like that, but cannot. Alright. Fire spin. 30 damage. You could kill me, actually. It would require some luck, but you just gotta get Pin Missile.
Yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. But you don't have anything on the bench. Oh.
No. No, I don't. There's a lightning energy. Hey, how about you just get like
Alright.
1 for me, alright? I can accept 1.
If I can get 3, I win right now.
If you get 2, I die to the pooch. So.
That's true. But you would get one more opportunity to get.
Oh, I never
something
drew my
before you-
prize card. Oh,
Oh,
well, that might save me. Okay. I
2
live.
successes.
I live.
It's set with 10 HP. But you have the option to retreat it. It just would take away. It would make him useless after that.
Yeah.
That's
Alright.
if you have another Pokemon to retreat into, I guess, though.
Duro. God, this hand is silly. Anyway. I'm placing an Inc. That's not an Incada. That's an Incada.
That was a Meganium.
Yeah.
I was thinking that.
Grass and Fire. That's the deck. So we're evenly matched. I don't think either Pokemon have weaknesses or resistances to each other.
Grass resists electricity.
Yeah, well, in the games, but here it doesn't.
I've seen it on some grass cards, I feel like.
I don't think it should. I mean, no, Scyther would not. Something maybe?
I could have sworn I've seen it, but I don't
Maybe like a Breloom? Probably not, though.
I'm
just
thinking
make
of it
with
like
fire.
in the Pixelmon thing. I thought I noticed it. I don't know.
I'd have to look. I don't think there's any that come to my immediate attention. Oh, wait. Would Gligar? Gligar would probably be a fighting type. If Gligar was a grass card, which I could say, then that would resist fighting. Or electric, I mean. But it also resists fighting? Ah, that's awkward. Anyway, I'm going to Noble Roar. Just going to get rid of that Jolteon. Draw my other prize card. Very nice. I mean, hey, maybe you don't have a Dark Energy.
Maybe.
Although I think it can just... Well, you could have a double colorless. That would also do it. Also, I never placed my Grass Energy, sorry. I forgot about that part. Okay.
Right there. Prize tool that'll help us later. We snarl.
That's a dead Pyroar. However, you also take 10 less damage.
Yeah.
Good pooch. Draw your prize card.
Already did.
And my draw. There we go. I'm going to place the trainer card Energy Charge. This allows me to flip a coin, and if heads, I get to shuffle 2 energy from my discard pile into my deck. Boop.
I will say you're playing with fire and should not be rolling that between the two boards where it could hit the lip.
I'll give me 2 energy cards, nice. Yeah, I know. So I'll do the double colorless and a fire energy. Okay. I'm also going to place a Chikorita. And then I'm going to play Professor Mahogany. Unfortunately, this does discard both of my Meganiums, but this is a short game, so I should not need my Meganiums. I am much more looking for the immediate power boost of Mahogany. 4, 5, 6, 7. Very nice. That could work. Ooh. That would do very well. I'm going to play the Super Rod. Flip a coin if heads, put an evolutionary card from my discard pile into my hand. Or if tails, put a basic Pokemon card from my discard pile into my hand. I'm good with either effect, so. Heads. Get over here, Bayleaf. And I'm going to place a new Pokedex. Look at the top 5. Well. Top 5 cards. Rearrange them. Okay. Okay. So... You're going on top. You're going... Oh, actually, I should organize it like that. So, I don't really care about this order too much. Maybe that would be third. So then, like, that. Actually, I want that on top of that. And that. That. Okay. Pow. That's a fun card, but I won't be using that. Anyway, Mahogany goes away for now.
I hope you have more card draw.
No
and
more card draw.
hand recycling.
I'm going to attach a fire energy to Chikorita. Then I'm going to evolve my Nincada into Shedinja. Ho ho ho. Has Wonder Guard, so it's unaffected by non-basic Pokemon, which you are, so that's irrelevant. But no prize cards are drawn if it's knocked out. And I get to do Haunt, which does 10 damage to up to 2 targets. Poochyena does not take any damage, but your Eevee takes 10.
interesting, but not immediately useful. Question is that worth it? That just brings that up. I guess there's some. I'd rather save. This. We will snarl for now.
Okay. 10 damage. Still roll. I'm going to attach a double colorless to my chica. Then evolve it into Bayleaf.
It's still only poison powder. That does not help it.
Yep.
That much, but
Haunt. Put another 10 damage onto that Eevee. Your turn.
so when the Bayleaf comes in, not if, when. Oh wait, this thing can't use any attacks right now.
No, they cannot.
Okay. I'm gonna snarl.
Okie dokie. You take no prize cards for that.
I know.
Bam. And in comes the Bayleaf. The roll.
Now I can.
Sure can. But I knew that was coming anyway.
Because you had a new Pokedex or something?
Yeah, I had the new Pokedex, so I knew the grass energy was coming. Anyway. Hey, Zuper, you want an ante? Voila. I draw a card. Your opponent draws 2 cards. That just happens. You get to draw 2 cards.
Now, like if I decide that I want more, I can choose to do so.
Do you want an ante?
Let's see here. What would that? I draw 2
3.
more cards.
Then you draw 4.
Oh, I draw 4 more.
Yeah.
You draw 3 more. I draw 4 more. I will ante.
Okay.
There.
1, 2, 3. You want an ante again?
I think we might be good this time.
Okie dokie. Energy arc. Flip 2 coins. That's 2 energy for me. I'll take a grass energy. Oh, not over there. I'll take a fire energy. Plop. Plop. And I'm going to attach a grass energy to Meganium. That fire energy was completely useless on it. Oh well. It does have Pollen Shield, which does technically do a little bit more damage. Gonna slap down a Growlithe and a Torkoal. Torkoal has an ability called Cold Recycle. I can add a fire energy from a discard pile to my hand once per turn. So I'm gonna grab that fire energy. And in my hand it goes. Alright. Then Bayleaf is going to use Pollen Shield, which does 30 minus 10, so 20. And I cannot be statused at all. Your hand.
It's rather.
It's like the fucking Uno meme. It's a good hand, though.
The amazing thing is that it's just probably irrelevant.
Probably.
We'll put some things on my playing.
That's Vullaby. Can't cold recycle anymore, actually.
I'll snarl at your Bailey.
Okie dokie. That is 10 damage. And I draw. Alright. Gonna slap a fire energy onto my Growlithe. Yeah, I'll slap on the Growlithe. Then I'm also going to attach that Growlithe with Tempest Officer Heather. Pokemon this card is attached to can retreat without paying its retreat costs, but in exchange, whatever I switch in takes 20 damage. Hey Ross, isn't that objectively shittier than the rescue helicopter? Yes. Yes, it is. But it's funny flavor.
Let's see.
Bailiff is going to attack with Pollen Shield, which knocks out the Pooch. I draw my prize. Very nice. Alright, this is a good duel so far. You're not getting too screwed over. You have plenty of cards to work with. So I feel like your strategy over there, either you have like the worst dump hand of all time, or you got something thinking. Because I can't imagine you don't have any energy cards. I mean, wait, is this the second Poochyena?
And I'm going to scavenge.
Oh, this is the Vullaby. This is the Manabuzz. Gotcha. The Scavenge is really strong.
That back. I think I value that card. And that.
That would be smart. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, sorry. It's not my turn anymore. It's scavenged.
Yeah. Alright. So, my turn. Draw. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place down an energy search to go quickly grab a fire energy. Here it is. Fire energy into my hand. Shuffle my deck. Then I'm going to slap that fire energy onto Growlithe. And evolve it into Arcanine. Base set Arcanine.
Isn't this one like famously obnoxiously good? I don't.
It's pretty strong, yes. It is quite powerful. It just takes a lot of energy to get going. I'm gonna Pollen Shield for 30. There you go. $90 HP is an awkward number, but I can work around that. If I had another Super Rod, I'd go grab the Bailey or the Meganium.
We're gonna do a computer search. This is something you probably don't see too much. Discard a Professor Oak.
I mean, you don't need it, so.
I mean, it's truly pointless when I have this
Your hand
kind of
is
a hand.
cooking quite hot.
And then what else is like not super relevant? I would say
Hey, you do have a computer search. Not every single one of the decks had those. Technically the best searcher in the game.
You're thinking to yourself over there, you have this many cards in your hand and you don't know what to discard? Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Search. Anything in my... Truly, I don't know what is in my deck, so this was a gamble.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. Maybe there's something that, like, gives me 3 more prize cards. There isn't. That would not be a thing.
Maps. It's not absolutely insane, it's just kind of interesting. Would that enable? It's like okay. Let's see. How to do that then? My goodness.
I've given him too big of a hand. His choices became infinite.
Yeah, there's a lot of options that I've got in life. The problem that I've had is something that I can't really explain right now, but later I'll be able to tell you why this is such a struggle for me.
Hopefully you don't have invisible cards.
We're gonna do this one. Okay. Am I allowed to put multiple things on the bench during a turn?
Yes. You're allowed to
Okay.
fill your whole damn bench if you want.
Shining Mighty.
Ah, Shining Mighty Anna.
Shinx up.
Another Shinx.
I'll put out... I mean, heck, maybe even... How many prize cards do you have? You have
1.
only the one left, so I can't let my thing get KO'd now.
You're hoping I do not have a Gusty.
Potential.
I really love that Shining Mighty Anna. It doesn't seem like it'd be very playable, but it's surprisingly good.
In this deck, I could very easily make it do its Shock Fang.
Yeah.
Easily.
Bust a Wolf is also possible, but that requires
It
Rainbow
requires
Energy.
the single Rainbow Energy in the deck, yes.
But for the most part, you're playing it for Shock Fang, which is just fine as a basic Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Can't let it... That's the only problem. I don't think I... Speaking of, it's time to... This... Oh, tablet shift. Okay. How much damage, hypothetically, are you doing? You could full on, I think, retreat your Bayleaf into the Arcanine. So I need to hypothetically prepare for up to 50 damage if you don't. Which you still can't kill the Mana Buzz with.
Yeah.
Okay. Finding energy there. We'll apply. That's what I can do this turn, so now we just scavenger again, I suppose.
Okie dokie. Draw.
That back, maybe that could be useful.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take. Maybe be useful. And take. That would be useful.
Alright. Attach another fire energy to Arcanine. Then I use Pollen Shield. 30 more damage.
Okay. Redraw.
Luxio. Hey Ross, you were so angry about Luxio having dark in Drain. Why'd you give it dark? Move.
Classic.
Technically, Bite is a dark move, so flavor.
This can't be used anymore, and I'm probably not using it. Search for. I don't even specifically need anything. This is just more so for the fuck of it.
Your hand's thinning down is now a respectable 8 cards. Actually, just kidding, it's 9 cards.
It's gonna be 9
Plus
cards.
this card that I can see the back of because I think it's flipped weird. You know, I'm just gonna flip this card to see if I'm right. No, it's just glitched and weird. Okay. I cannot see what it is.
Bench. Pop this on my boy.
And a buzz with that free retreat cost. Hold on.
I mean, that kind of is the play.
Yep.
Retreat. My boy comes out. And then I use what's the maximum that I can do? 80 a single. Which is what you would do if you get a single additional energy.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't assist me in this scenario. It almost assists me, but it doesn't quite.
Yeah, but
So, what we have to do is we have to paralyze you.
Gotcha.
So you can't retreat.
Unfortunately, I have Pollen Shield, so that prevents paralysis.
Alright, you're right. Well, okay. Then the coin
You still
flip
do
doesn't matter.
bonus damage, though. You do 20 plus 10 more.
Okay, there's actually nothing I can do to prevent it as long as you have an additional energy then. 30 damage. And then, if you have even a single energy, you win.
Doro. Well, that takes all the wind out of my sails. Yeah, I did draw an extra one. I didn't have one in hand. What I was going to do is I was going to retreat Bayleaf, discard a fire and a grass energy, shove Arcanine in, Coal Recycle, and then grab the fire energy I just discarded, and then slap it onto Arcanine. But I could just do it like that and then take down, and then I win. But yeah, Growlithe. That was a much better duel.
So what made my situation tricky, I was only drawing Mandibuzz, Luxio, Luxray, Umbreon. I wasn't drawing any basic Pokemon, which meant all these fucking energies I had, I couldn't put anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, you did have the Eevee, so you could have had the Umbreon.
The Umbreon I didn't draw until much later.
Fair enough. Even with all, you know, you should have anteed one more time then if you had a crap hand.
Well, the problem wasn't that I had a crap hand. I had a good hand. Once I anteed twice, I had plenty of basic Pokemon. I could make it work. The problem was I had lost so much momentum by not placing energies every turn because I couldn't.
Fair enough.
If you don't draw your basic Pokemon and instead only draw your high-powered ones, it means you lose momentum by not being allowed to place energies.
I hope that by playing this, you definitely started to like grasp more and more like what you need to do when you're deck building. Because again, when I built these, I did not build these super optimally. These were all built like with roughly kind of equalish power levels. Normal might have been the strongest, but not by like that much. But yeah, these are like what I'm going to toss to the opponents you fight.
What I feel like for like the normal deck, much as it may be a bit against the spirit, I think some of it should have some of it should be basic energy, not strictly special energies.
Yes, yeah, I agree. I'm not gonna like when I do an actual normal deck on the opponent, I'm not just going to give him all the best normal energy. Unless he's like a boss. He's gonna get like, you know, fighting in water and other shit.
That was my biggest like gripe with that deck, outside of the Sensino being overpowered. Was that if you give them nothing but special energies, they literally don't have any problem setting up. And
now that said, if you give them nothing but special energies, Energy Search is not a card you can run. You also can't run several other cards. And you also are limited to only 16. Unless I gave her Rainbow Energy as well, which would have been completely useless. So she was down on energy, but then that was made up for by getting more trainer cards, which probably offset it.
I reiterate that she didn't have that much fewer energy in that matchup.
Not that much fewer, no. And she did have, like, Recycle Energy, which was really powerful, and Potion and Full Heal Energy. So yeah, that's definitely the strongest. But, yeah, you do want a good core of energy Pokemon. But also just trainers that help you draw and search.
But it was like, okay, so hypothetically with this hand, you actually fucked me really early on with that imposter.
That's amazing.
Because what happened was, I had in my hand
some lightning energy.
Well, what happened was my Shinx was out. I had a Luxio that I was going to evolve it into. No, sorry. I had a Luxray. I didn't have the Luxio yet. The Luxio was like my second draw after that.
Yeah.
So I would have been able to ladder up to the Luxray and be able to do something.
But then I got rid of it.
Yeah. And I even had the wide lens to make the Luxray more fun.
Yeah. I decided that this imposter is finally going to be one that's kind of okay. You only get to play one of it in your deck, but it discards their hand as opposed to just shuffling into the deck.
Yeah.
It still gives them 7 cards, so it's still kind of stupid.
That is almost solely responsible for the fact that I ran out of like, I wasn't able to ladder. I would have had something to ladder. I didn't because of that.
Also, most of these decks are built very suboptimally in terms of the Pokemon you have. Like, most of them do not have 4-3-2 or like 4-3. They have like 3-2, 3-2, and a couple like... They have a 4-3-2 if they have a 2-stager, but for the most part it's 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. So, definitely run 4-3. It's fun to run a lot of Pokemon. You want consistency.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, we get to play with a lot of decks. Not all of them got to shine that well. I'm a little sad about the Fire Water deck. It's probably the one that got the least amount of love. Actually, no, the one that got the least amount of love was the Steel... What one was it? Steel Psychic?
The Steel Psychic.
Yeah, that one had the cool Meowstic.
Well, it didn't really get to do anything, because obviously M swapped it out. But it also would have been an absolutely unfun matchup if it had been played.
That is another thing you're going to have to think about, is that there's going to be matchups. The idea of the TCG game is that you're in groups, and you do kind of a round robin-ish. So, like, your group versus their group, whoever gets more wins within your group wins. So it's okay to lose, it's just, the rest of your team has to pick up the slack if you lose. Which, yeah.
I feel like there's like reasons why the TCG for me isn't as fun as something like Yu-Gi-Oh though, and that's because this game is. You would think I know what. So basically, Yu-Gi-Oh, if you don't lose within 2 turns, you actually do have a much better chance of making a comeback. This fucking game has this big problem where if you're losing, you don't have any way out of losing, and you just get steamrolled as the winner gets more and more resources.
There are more cards to help you come back if you feel like you're losing. I just have not tossed all of them in. But yeah, when you build your deck, you're definitely going to build it with the idea of, if I'm start to lose, I want like more draw, I want more strong basics to help me get out of this hole, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I feel like with every
this game is
deck that
cruel with like energy removal and shit like that.
I full on kind of dislike the prize card mechanic because I feel that the winner shouldn't be the one to get the extra resources. The one who lost the Pokemon should be.
But then it makes it hard, like it makes it feel unfortunate for the winner.
Because
like as the winner, if you keep like slapping, you keep getting more cards, you just keep getting like stronger and stronger. Which feels good. It like incentivizes winning. But also, prize card is just one card. And
I know.
In other card games, that's
more
crazy. In this game, you could like
resources-
literally just oak and you just go crazy.
I still feel like win more mechanics are a bad design choice.
Yeah. I can respect that. But also, this game has such insane draw power that it almost doesn't matter nearly as much if you just build your deck with so much draw power that you're able to overcompensate for that. But like the main weakness of prize mechanic is that your cards that you need to win can get locked behind a prize. And it is very possible for that to happen. It's very easy for, like, in my case, I could have had both Meganiums slapped over there if we were playing with 6 prize cards. It just feels, ugh.
Yeah.
But I promise it will feel better when you're fighting me as an AI who will try, but you'll probably be able to, like, steamroll pretty hard. Hypothetically, as long as you draw well. At least a little well.
I mean, what I was doing, how it went for Yu-Gi-Oh! For me was I truly just built decks that didn't largely stand a chance, so that no matter how optimally I played, they still lost.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time, unless I drew really well.
Yeah. But since, like, your win and your loss doesn't wholly matter nearly as much, I can be at least a little bit more competent with the deck. I won't try and go, like, hard in. I'll like, go...
I was,
kinda
like, going for the biggest meme mechanics in the world. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
The fucking deck where I was like, okay, so the theme of this deck is that it's a mill deck, but instead of milling, it just makes your opponent draw cards.
Yeah, that's alright. Like, with Chainsaw Insect and shit like that.
With Chainsaw Insect,
Which is an
like,
insanely
Bistro
overpowered
Butcher.
card in an early game.
Well,
Yeah.
I was running like Bistro Butcher, which is hot garbage.
Yes,
It's
but even
literally
back
the-
then, that could still be threatening, because you just don't have stuff to, like, fight back against it.
I don't think you understand sometimes, man. The Bistro Butcher is like hot rat
Yeah.
shit. He has 1800 attack, which is okay, but like
Draw 2 cards, baby.
your opponent draws 2 cards.
But
Terrible.
also, that's if you inflict life point damage, right?
Yeah.
So if you're in a situation where you're just in constant defense position mode, like you have to keep slapping down your top draw and putting them in defense position, that also feels really bad in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's not much you can do about that. Even a Bistro Butcher doesn't help you in that case. Unless you just purposely play them in attack position, so that you take life point damage.
Well, you could do that. That's a valid option that you have against that deck, is intentionally choose to take damage so that you can...
But if you're playing
problem-
cards that have,
I will
like,
say-
500 attack points, it's like...
I will say in the early Yu-Gi-Oh! Campaign stuff, it is a little more difficult because you don't have an extra deck yet, really. and then that's where that's going to hurt you. The extra deck is the extra deck is fundamentally what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! A fun game.
Yeah. Until you get to the later stages where the extra deck becomes so massively overpowered that it's just like, fuck. But yeah, that's TCG for now. Maybe I'll make more decks.